All right. I think we should be live. I think we should be up and running. Let me make sure audio's good. All right. All right, cool. Audio's all set. We're good. What is good, y'all? Welcome back to another binging Jujutsu Kaisen. So I'll stop getting spoiled. The finale, the ending of our binging journey starts with this stream, which means this will be a long one. So feel free to come in and out. If you can't catch it after the fact. But we will be doing chapters 255 up to the most recent chapter 268 of Jujutsu Kaisen, which means I will be caught up, which means it's our last binging stream, which means it seems like we're going to be here for about, let's say about 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours. This is going to be a long stream, but I figured let me do right by y'all. These chapters don't have a dedicated volume to them, so I don't know how it's going to play out. So I figured it's Labor Day. It's a holiday. I'm off. Some of y'all might be off. And if you're not, I hope you're at least having a good and safe weekend. So before we get this stream started, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell to get notified for more content I put out. Leave a like. Make sure you like the stream. Leave a comment after the fact. Let me know your thoughts. We'll be caught up. We can chop it up a little bit after. Y'all can ask me my thoughts on how I feel being fully caught up and everything that happened. But for the most part, this is going to be a big one. Pause. So without any further ado, chapter 255 of Jujutsu Kaisen, the finale of binging JJK. So I'll stop getting spoiled for your boy. Let's get to it. Team Ghetto come to save the day. Miguel and even LaRue enter the fray. What the fuck? Saving that teleporting boy must be the work of one of their techniques. Your boy Kusakabe. Kusakabe-san. The fact that Miguel showed up, bro, like we haven't thought about this character in so long. The decisive battle in the uninhabited demon-infested Shinjuku, part 27. No way. Find an opponent that may be able to beat Gojo Satoru? Screw that. That's beyond the realm of monsters. How do you expect me to do something like that? Miguel-chan, that crazy monster is going to be all tuckered out from fighting Gojo Satoru. They'd only want you to lend a hand in finishing it off. As if the state he'd reach would be something as cutesy as tuckered out. You've sure gotten good at Japanese. Impressive vocab. We expect the fallout of the mass merger between everyone in Japan and Tengen-sama won't just stop at our borders. Even if a gorilla-sized curse spirit comes and gives its best to my homeland, that'd still be preferable to fight in Sukuna. Do you Japanese think high-spirited black people would just survive anything? Oh, gay! Gay! I'm gonna have to pass. I gotta look out for my brothers. Gay! The only people that still think like that are the ones raised on cheesy American films. The ones from the 80s. I've never once thought of you as jovial, hun. Regardless, Gojo should be here, head low, pleading himself. Aren't Japanese people supposed to be polite? Shall I prostrate myself? Did I strike a nerve? How scary. Yuta-chan, I'm not even mad. Won't you let us just have a little chat? Just us two? Bro said, you think my black ass is going over there to get fucking killed? You got me fucked up. That nigga Miguel said, you think my black ass is going over there to get clapped? Because Sukuna's gonna be talking. Nigga. Ha! That's so for real. What are you gonna do, LaRue? I just wanted to make Suguru-chan king. The same as you. Yeah, I followed along because it was ghetto. And by babysitting Okotsu, I paid my dues for being let off the hook at Shinjuku. I don't have any stake left in this country. We all love Suguru-chan. You and me, Mimiko, Nanako, Manami, Toshihisha, everyone. You're saying we should take revenge for what happened in Shibuya, or that we should take back Geto's body from Kenjaku. No, it's about us mourning them together. The same way people will usually visit the grave, share a meal, then wave goodbye. We'll blast a requiem to the heavens by giving our all in this fight. Surely you mean hell. I got conditions. I'm not serving my head on a platter to someone who can use their domain. We'll only fight after Gojo and Okotsu have lost and Sukuna's domain is inoperable. I'm fighting too. The more friends, the better. Seems his domain is properly sealed. Seems Gojo left us a gift before he passed. On top of his reverse curse technique being weakened, he's missing his lower left arm, and the lower right isn't suited for battle anymore. And an unhealed heart. I almost feel bad. They saved us the most delicious part. Aw, shit. Let's see how they about to cook. Oh, bro got the palm ready. The hell? Did he make a gigantic palm? He cut his hand though. Dashing around. Miguel trying to make moves. What is he doing? Nah, bro hit the clean little roll back. Oh my. Yank. LaRue's technique, heart catch, can grip the technique's target. Even if destroyed, the illusionary hand can be reinitialized an indefinite amount of times, with only 1/10 of the damage being transferred back to LaRue's own body. No particularly interesting flavors from that technique. If there's any promise here, it'll be from Miguel O'Doul's curse technique, Hakuna Lana. The beat etched by his body expels curses and enhances his own physical capabilities. Miguel's technique is like shooting off buffs and debuffs without the use of a domain. Sure, it's useful, but it's not exactly scary. Hey, why'd you know my curse technique? I can tell by just looking at you. That's scary. Now the real frightening thing is that build. 99% of all sorcerers are Japanese. Add a curse energy buff to these guys' physiques and muscle mass, which are crazy rare in Japan, and the result is pretty menacing. Gege, what you trying to say, bro? What you trying to say, bro? What you trying to say? You trying to say my nigga Miguel's built different? You trying to say my nigga Miguel a little stockier? Cause he black? He is. So. You're painting with quite the broad brush. That's racist, you know. I'm not special because I'm black. I'm special because I'm me. My bad. Whatever. When you say menacing, does that apply to you too, Gojo Sensei? I'm not sure if this will make sense, but if Miguel and I were to fight bare knuckle with only curse energy enhancement and no techniques, then I'd win the marathon. But he the sprint. All right. They going head to head. Is that Choso in the background? This sneaky little motherfucker. This nigga he do not go away, bro. Choso do not go away. Up, there go Yuji. Niggas is jumping this nigga now. Jujutsu Kaisen. You're still around. In order to activate the broad targeted World Severing Dismantle, the same hand sign used for Malevolent Shrine in Maiden was required. However, with only one arm remaining prior to his transformation, Sukuna was forced to impose a binding vow to the activation conditions for all preceding uses of the move in order to cut Gojo Satoru. Presently, on top of both the admitting hand sign and chance being required, Broken NEVs was good, jumping going crazy. Presently on top of both the admitting hand sign and chance being required, the trajectory of the technique must be specified via his palm. They ain't not letting him get nothing off, boy. Yuji coming in, even after eating a black flash. Maki senpai. Ah, here come Maki. She's here. He can't complete the hand sign with only his right arms, and his reverse curse technique still isn't functional. We can win. It's finally all coming together. Everyone's hard work. All for this moment. Black Flash. Oh, nah. Oh, nah. The ominous black light shines, beckons, an ill omen. Oh, nah. He had to eat that, boy. Gojo Satoru restored his lost reverse curse technique output by landing a second Black Flash. Now, in the King of Curses case, Jesus. Y'all are cooked. This nigga just restored. He just restored. Listen, my son Miguel talking spicy. Gege, not you being woke. Not you being woke. What the kids call it. You know what I mean? Gege spitting his shit, man, the way he writing Miguel. I have thought nothing of Miguel as a character up until this moment. And I'm fucking with Miguel. I'm not fully sure how his curse technique works, but I guess a beat plays when he's like fighting, I guess, and it gives him buffs and debuffs. So makes sense without him having to like do a domain. So I think I get it for the most part. But if there's like a deeper explanation, let me know in case I'm missing it. This other dude, the dude with the big hand, I can't remember his name. He's fine. Doesn't seem like he's able to do much. Maki's back. Yuji's back. But Sukuna is black flashing. So let's see what happens there. Solid chapter, man. I'll probably give it an 8 out of 10. A lot of dialogue, but some good dialogue. So that's chapter 255. Let's get to chapter 256. Let me make my time markers real quick. Teach us, Gojo Sensei. Decisive battle in the uninhabited demon-infested Shinjuku, part 28. Why can't I unleash a black flash whenever I want? Why do you think I could in the first place? Because of the 6 eyes? They say that black flash is a distortion of space that occurs when cursed energy and a physical strike land within 0.000001 seconds of each other. Personally, I think that definition is a bit lackluster. I mean, if that's the whole secret behind it, then I could land it at will. Special Panda was good. Headed into work, so I have to catch the VOD later. A shame I won't be experiencing live with you, but have fun. Thank you. Appreciate it. Enjoy your work shift. Hope you have a safe one. Get there safe and get back safe. For instance, if I load up my fist with cursed energy and throw a punch, that cursed energy is either 1, the type that will strengthen my fist, or 2, the type that will crash into my opponent, or 3, the type that'll do both. It's not just the timing of the hit. Depending on the blend, it's a toss-up. And it's not like anyone can even control the third type. Well, anyone except for me. On top of that, the blend needs to change depending on the environment. Things like your physical condition or your opponent's curse energy. This might make you laugh, but I personally think there's some connection with temperature and humidity. Black flash is a spatial phenomenon after all. The point is, there's no correct answer as how to unleash a black flash. When I'm really going for it, I incorporate my curse technique into my strikes. Ultimately making it come down to luck, even for me. I mean, Nanami's consecutive Black Flash record is higher than mine. Having said that, if we're talking about total number, I'm higher. I clean up quick, so there's no time to land him consecutively. He was later surpassed in this aspect by Itadori as well, including the one he landed on me. That's his second Black Flash. The guy that just got slammed, and the other one must be the potential backup you two was talking about. This ain't good. He's gonna start gaining momentum. We gotta get the hell out of here. He might have regained his reverse curse energy output like Gojo Sensei did. Who are those two guys anyway? The fact that Yuji and the others aren't saying anything must mean those two are allies of Jujutsu High. I have to help and put Sukuna in the dirt before he regains reverse curse technique. Yo, these niggas is jumping him, boy. They jumping this nigga. Trying to pin him there. Point blank range, miss. Maki, I see her in the shadows. She coming for that ass. Got him. Look at that speed. So what's with that momentum? They're using the air itself as footing. Oh no. Black Flash. Oh no, his third one. The output of his base slash is increasing too. Fuck. This nigga is cooking. Supernova. Shit. Oh, Sukuna grabbed that ass. He moved faster than the slashes and got behind me. You about to yeet? Shit. Black. Another one? Another one? Oh my God. Gege. He reduced the damage by making armor from his blood. Yeet. Yuji with the snuff. That's right. No matter how fired up he gets through his black flashes, Yuji's blows will keep weakening his cursed energy output and his control of the body. Do it, Yuji. Right. We've done enough, LaRue. We're retreating. There's still more I can do. Miguel-chan, no. Miguel is not having it, bro. I respect it. Miguel is not having it, bro. Sukuna on that ass, bro. Yeet. Oh, point blank range? Yuji can't yet use convergence effectively, which is why I need to keep looking after him. Piercing blood. Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no. All right, point blank range. Oh, this nigga Yuji angry, boy. Now he locked in. This panel clean. I'm not going to hold you. This panel's clean. At that moment, just as Mahito has sensed from Itadori, Yuji, and Shibuya, Sukuna felt the same premonition of an oncoming Black Flash. However, what? My eyes are glued to that sorcerer. My awareness shifted from the brat. It isn't just bodies that I can clutch with heart. Catch. Cutie honey. Also can be read, looky here. Once I've had a hold of someone, I can even seize their heart. Uh-oh. Black Flash. Woo! That nigga Sukuna was confused, bro. He like, oh my God, there's too much going on. Unleashing his potential with a single blow. Beneath scattering sparks of black, Itadori Yuji awakens. Even the rays of hope shine black. Break next week. Okay. Nico Debo, what's good? Yuji greatness incoming. Loving the profile pic. I see you. Got a JoJo's fan. I see you. Listen. Gege has finally found a way to make Yuji useful. And I love to see that for him. And I love that for you Yuji Itadori fans. You know, he just had to randomly give him a whole bunch of buffs over a month. It said now Yuji can do everything. Before he was just hands, but now Yuji can do everything. I mean, he was Black Flash before, right? But this nigga Sukuna is cooking. He's cooking. Thank God for Yuji being able to kind of counteract the whole fact that his curse energy drops. Because these niggas, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. From now on, you'll see why Yuji getting so hype. Listen, I'm not doubting that Yuji's hype, but him doing hype things doesn't change the character build for me, like who he is as a character. The only thing y'all gonna prove to me at this point, I think, is Yuji figured out how to finally fight and put in work and be useful. But I'm still open to being wrong. I'm still open to being wrong because I'm not a Yuji hater. Solid chapter. I think Jujutsu Kaisen is cooking as always. Gonna give it an 8 out of 10. So that's chapter 256. Let's get into chapter 257. Let me make my time markers real quick. All right. A tale from Sukuna himself. The decisive battle in the uninhabited demon-infested Shinjuku, part 29. Itadori, this damn little-ass fly in front of me. Itadori Yuji. What exactly is he? He's Kenjaku's child. Couldn't tell you from which body of theirs, though. I felt something from him deeply reminiscent of you, Sukuna-sama. That was before he laughed at his hilarious expression. It's not simply the leftover dregs of your power, but closer to an empty husk, actively retaining elements of yourself. Blame Kenjaku. He wouldn't have a kid for no reason. The one Kenjaku coupled up with was likely a fragment of myself, reincarnated. Our souls are the same. A fragment of you. I was to be a twin, but I rejected such fate. Forced by my own mother's blight, I consumed a fragment of myself on the brink of starvation. His soul bounced around aimlessly until it eventually fell into Kenjaku's hands. So Yuji is related to Sukuna as well? I know this already, but Itadori Yuji was bred as a player in the Cullen Games, having sealed one of my fingers. That much was likely necessary to ensure his strength as a vessel. If you pay attention, Yuji doesn't spoke any words since he jumped Sukuna. In his mind, yet, but not in the middle of a fight. In his mind, yeah, but not in the middle of a fight. Okay. Is that so? Does this mean within Itadori Yuji lies a latent potential equal to Sukuna-sama? Is that why his hands are looking like claws? Does that explain why that's happening? All right, these two about to square up. Just straight hands now. Black Flash. Sukuna had a twin that he ate in the womb. The twin's soul reincarnated into Jin, Yuji's dad. Kenjaku took over Jin's wife and had Yuji. So Yuji and Sukuna are technically uncle and nephew. I'm fucking dying. I'll save my thoughts. It's a great revelation. I'll save my thoughts. You know, all right, I'll say it. Anime and manga, they really can't help it. They really can't help themselves. Because I feel this. I can leak, like, oh God, how do I word this? As a One Piece fan, I could see why people don't like the fact that, spoiler alert for One Piece, if you're not caught up to the anime or the manga, I could see why people are mad that the Gum Gum fruit is this fruit that was destined to be godlike, right? I could see why people don't like that Naruto is a reincarnation of, of the six, paths and all that. And it's just like, did Yuji have to be related to Sukuna in a way? Like, it makes sense, in regard to his ability. But for me, it would have hit more if it was just pure like off Yuji's like grit and determination, as opposed to him having some. Because I was okay with the Kenjaku thing, because that's crazy, that's fucked up. But it being now like, oh yeah, he's related to Sukuna too. It's very Bleach like, you know what I mean? Very like Ichigo being a Quincy and a whatchamacallit. I don't know. Also, it's not mentioned in the Scans Arena, but Yuji was born with one Sukuna finger in him, which means that the whole time there's been an extra finger in Sukuna. So in Shibuya, it wasn't 16, not 15. But that also means Urumai fed Sukuna 3 fingers before the Gojo fight. Okay. That's good to know. That's interesting. All right. We just black flashing it up now. Yuji getting yeeted. What is going on? He can use it. There are currently 2 curse techniques residing within Itadori Yuji. The first, blood manipulation, engraved by absorbing the cursed wound paintings, numbers 4 through 9. The second one, drawn out by the awakened state, achieved through Black Flash. The technique engraved upon the reincarnated body of Ryuma Sukuna. Shrine. No, this nigga is not about to use. No way. No fucking way. This nigga using this nigga technique. I got your foot. These niggas is going back. Black Flash again. Another one. It's the same technique, yet the error in the sorcerer using it brings about a sizable disparity. How foolish. A freshly learned technique means low output. What's much more troublesome are these blows. Choso, Kenjaku, and now Sukuna. The family tree keeps getting insane. OD, bro. You want us to let you use Nanami's cursed tool? Do whatever you want. Why are you even asking us? You're Nanami-san's old friend. Or rather, you've known him the longest, so... Huh? You saw way more of him since we graduated. He had the whole stint away from the school, after all. There's so much more casual about this than I thought they'd be. We were already on a 3-year system back then, even though we're a technical college. I also happen to think that the weapon is best in your hands, Ino-kun. We mean it. Nanami trusts you more than anyone else. Number 4. Ryu. What? Wait a minute. What the fuck? This nigga came out of nowhere. Sukuna is mad, bro. He said, well, shit. Yuji, the sneak. Black Flash. This brat. He's been chaining Black Flashes like it's nothing. Does he intend to climb up to my level? There goes Kirin, too. I'm sorry, Nanami-san. This is way out of my league. Woo, this nigga Sukuna getting mad, boy. Yeet. He's completely unfazed by my combination of strikes and slashes. Nigga is, yo, Yuji is locked in. Yuji is locked in. JJK. Lawrence says, JJK really show that even your descendants of someone powerful in the past doesn't power Cliff, Gojo, or Sukuna. For now, we don't know what's about to happen. Or I don't know what's about to happen. You might know what's about to happen. Black Flash. Nigga just going in. He gotta grab his face. Sukuna, you gotta kill this nigga, bro. This nigga is coming for your life. He is coming for you. Black Flash. You goddamn brat. Oh my God. You know what? For someone on my level, I think it did a pretty good job. Kick his ass. Black Flash. Jesus Christ. Don't just rival the king, surpass him. Yo. This is just a chapter of Black Flashes. Jesus Christ, Gege. Jesus Christ. Ino tried, right? Just throwing this, everybody trying their best. They just throwing bodies at this nigga, which at Sukuna, and I feel that. Your boy Yuji, I see. Listen, I get it. You guys, y'all are loving this. He's cooking right now. He's putting in some fucking work, and I can't deny that he's not putting in fucking work. Do I love that his bloodline almost seems destined to be the one to take down Sukuna? Nope. But depending on how Gege fleshes this out and continues to tell this story, I could be pleasantly surprised and not feel the same way that I feel about like Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece in regards to that trope. So, solid chapter. Another 8 out of 10. Can't be mad. It's pretty consistent. Like, I'm not really blown away yet. Nines out of 10s are not where I'm feeling right now. But they're consistent, and Gege is consistent. So, that's chapter 257. Let's get into chapter 258. Let me make my time markers real quick. All right. The decisive battle in the uninhabited demon-infested Shinjuku, part 30. After his 2 Black Flashes, Gojo Satoru was able to establish a unique reverse curse technique relay in his awakened state. What set this relay apart was the operation and burden of the technique being dispersed throughout separate regions of his brain. Both fighters feel their voltage spike. In a similar fashion, the King of Curses, Ryumen Sukuna, could regenerate his severed hands and crush the sorcerers of Jujutsu High, or so he should have been able to. If not for the 7 Black Flashes by Itadori Yuji's hand, struck directly at the boundary between his and Fushiguro Megami's soul, such an onslaught trampled Ryumen Sukuna's hopes at recovering his reverse curse technique. Well fought, Lorei. You're a master at your craft. Heaven is so close. However, you've got to be shitting me. Sukuna's durability is crazy. Like, dude keeps taking every attack thrown at him. OD, bro. Like, if Sukuna didn't get domain expansion, Malevolent Shrine, oh, it's going down. The King's Domain, traveling along the sparks of black, returned to its master. Oh, this nigga going straight into it. By altering the hand signs and utilizing a part of the brain unaffected by Infinite Void, Ryumen Sukuna employed his curse technique alongside his barrier technique. Amidst a maelstrom of uncertainties and impromptu binding vows, Ryumen Sukuna's rush of black flashes allowed his malevolent shrine to burst forth once more with no loss in output or range. Your boy Yuji needs a domain expansion. I don't know what his domain expansion is going to be, but he's going to need one. Look at the hand sign. Well, that's what he's making right here, right? I can't tell exactly what it is. I'm not really good at reading that, but it looks like he's doing this. Or is he doing this? I can't tell what he's doing, actually. Y'all are much better at details than me, but I can't really tell from this angle what he's doing. All right, here, there go them crows. Yeah, Yuji, you need a domain expansion. You better put these niggas in like a. I don't know what he gonna make his domain expansion. Maybe he put it in the hospital his grandfather died in. I don't know. Maybe it's a school that he was in. Trying to think of things that got something to do with Yuji. Could be him when he was watching those movies. I don't know. We'll see. Just theorizing. He's doing Gojo's hand sign. Oh, that's what he's doing. See, I couldn't tell from here. But now I see it. There we go. Those who want to fight need either the reverse curse technique or anti-domain tactics. That's a no-go for me. I wasn't talking about you. I believe Yuji and I will manage a reverse curse technique. Huh? Me? Ieri, Hikari, Okotsu. I've always wondered, how is it you compensate for your lost blood when regenerating? You know, I'm on total autopilot. I go off instinct too. I convert cursed energy into blood. Yuji gotta use domain expansion unlimited boxing ring. Nigga got, you know what Yuji gotta do? Yuji gotta put that nigga on the subway and box that nigga on the subway, boy. Get a nigga a good old Subway Surfers. There are tons of people who can use the reverse curse technique but can't heal others. One reason is the fundamental difference in use. Another, the body of the target refusing the treatment. There are cases where the cursed energy of the one healing rejects the process, and cases where the cursed energy of the one being healed doesn't respond to the conversion. That's why the efficacy of my treatment is often case by case. That's what I thought. My body allows me to convert cursed energy into blood. If Yuji absorbs our brothers, he should gain a body capable of that, alongside some cursed technique. That's not all. Which to say, the hurdle for you to learn it is much lower than it is for everyone else. Our bodies allow us to compensate for the technical aspects of the technique, which means the main limiting factor behind reverse curse technique, its immense curse energy expense, doesn't apply to us, or so I think. That's why I like to switch training to be done once with someone who can use reverse curse technique. Switch training. My technique is the teleportation of targets. If I'm with you, I'm able to transport you to a place or a person that I've previously marked. I see. We've thought of the soul and body as two separate entities. If the body is the box, the soul is its contents. I see. Think of that box as a person's birthday present. We can't swipe the box's contents of our own accord. Just listen to his whole explanation. However, if we have the permission of the individual, the box's contents can be taken. Which is to say, I'm able to swap the souls of two marked individuals. What? What's up? That just reminds me of the body and soul altering abilities of the cursed spirit I fought, Mahito. Sugino's so traumatized by Gojo, he had to copy his hands-ons. Nigga biting. Won't the shape of that person's body and soul be stretched if they're swapped? There's no need to worry. I can swap the contents without opening the boxes. No one can tell whether or not the contents of an unopened box have been tampered with, wouldn't you say? Itadori, the speed of your growth as a sorcerer has been tremendous. Do you know why that is? We MVP. What? Perhaps my innate talent? It was Sukuna. If you do certain movements over and over again, whether it be in sports or whatever, it'll become muscle memory. We'll be doing the same practice with switch training. You'll swap with... What? Muscle memory. Sukuna operated his technique in your body, which means your body remembers using extreme special grade Jujutsu. You can thank him for your exceptionally quick understanding and growth. We'll be doing the same practice with switch training. You'll swap with me first. I'll hammer into your body my cursed energy manipulation and a foundational barrier technique, the simple domain. Isn't there a binding vow preventing simple domain? So this nigga Wee is about to swap people into Yuji's body so that his body can get used to doing a whole bunch of techniques. I alone and the groom one. Wee. Yo, dear. Y'all dear, bro. Isn't there a binding vow preventing simple domain from being taught to outsiders of the new shadow school? Not to worry. I've taken care of that. Why do you look so happy? In a single month, the limit for swapping souls is twice per one person. Please consider your pairings wisely. New shadow style. Simple domain. He swapped any two consenting people up to 2 times each. Okay. Damn, these days they just housing techniques into this nigga Yuji, bro. Oh, what is going on? I can tell the domain is incomplete. There must be an opening somewhere. I can endure this. Ichidori Yuji was correct. Now I can see the hand sign. Even at this 11th hour, Ryumen Sukuna made no attempt at lowering the complexity of his domain. As was in Shibuya, he offered no restraint to output nor effective range. By enveloping his domain in an outer shell barrier, the binding vow that allowed an escape route disappeared. This has not only resulted in a narrowed range, but also changed his domain's operation. Within the marginalized landscape, the Sherhead effect would activate. It would have otherwise been impossible to see Zenimaki unbounded by cursed energy. However, in his current state, Ryumen Sukuna would be unable to maintain such a high-level domain. It would take 99 seconds. In just 99 seconds, Malevolent Shrine would collapse. Bear it. Bear it. Bear it. Bear it. Yuji. Oh, man. Yuji just trying to eat. He just trying to tank. Yuji just tanking Malevolent Shrine. That nigga lost a leg. That nigga lost a leg. The soul swap training low-key and asshole, because why wouldn't they do this to start the story? I'm glad someone said it. But, you know, Gege just got to get to the end of the story. I'm glad someone said it, though. It's cool. But this nigga Yuji just lost a foot. Did he lose an arm, too? No. The slash is stopped. We endured it. Furnace. Oh. Open. Oh, no. This nigga. Oh, no. The flames of certain death roar forth. Oh, no. We are. Chef Sukuna has arrived, everybody. He was chopping up. He was preparing the vegetables for a while. But now, he's brought the flame out to cook in the frying pan. I know that your boy Yuji is about to pull this off, but I don't know how. But at this point, the fact that they're just cramming techniques into Yuji by soul swapping, it's kind of hacks, don't you believe? But whatever. Sukuna's also hacks. So Gege is going to have to find a way to get people to catch up to this boy's strength. Solid chapter. Probably give it a 7 out of 10. So that's chapter 258. Let's get into chapter 259. Let me get my time markers real quick. All right. Chapter 259. The decisive battle in the uninhabited demon-infested Shinjuku. People see it as an asshole because they showing it in the middle of the fight. This is why I think they need a fucking training arc. And it don't gotta be as long as like Demon Slayer's stupid ass training arc, right? I'm not saying it gotta be that long, but slow the fuck down and show us that beforehand. Just doing it mid fight, it's like, all right, here's everything that happened behind the scenes. Slow the fuck down. It don't gotta always be lit. Ugh, it's nice that it's always lit, but like, it don't have to be that way. The trick to convergence. Like, I would have liked it if Yuji actually did learn it instead of just getting soul swapped. It looks like I'll be doing switch training with Okotsu Senpai and Kusakabe Sensei, so I'll need to work on blood manipulation the hard way. We only have 1 month. Give me every piece of advice you got. Convergence? It's kind of like this. Then like that. Then a little... Seriously, dude? This nigga Choso is hilarious. Think of bathing in hot water. You can feel the heat encompassing your entire body. He's... Lauren, but why didn't they do it at the start of the story? You guys know better than me, so I think you guys should chop it up. I think I would love to see you guys debate about it in the comments because I can't add to it. I just found this out. I don't think Mei will let anyone do body swap training pre-Shinjuku without a huge price behind it. I mean, that's just creating reasoning, like headcanon why Mei wouldn't, but it just feels like a cheap way to train, in my opinion. Think of bathing in hot water. You can feel the heat encompassing your entire body. In that same way, you can expand your blood vessels, creating a vague outline of your body. That's the basic foundation of blood manipulation. Like when you piss yourself. Whatever works. Convergence is a technique that compresses your blood. Meaning, we can use a sponge or paper, anything that can be crumpled in your hand easily, to help with imaging. It's a smaller feeling. Cans or clay work too. Choso, this is what it means to teach someone. Supernova. Ask me about Supernova. Damn, they shitting on this nigga. Why would they risk Wee Wee's life to bring up his powerful technique unless they need to save the world? I can see why they kept it a secret. For starters, we don't have time to make blood manipulation and a potent weapon for Itadori. It'll be better for him to get the basics of stitching and stopping blood down. Aw, Choso. Choso mad. Big bro Choso mad. Ryumen Sukuna can only open the furnace doors after preparing his ingredients cleave and dismantle. Despite their absurd firepower, the flames within the furnace lack both speed and range. To amend this, Sukuna undertook another binding vow. Outside of his domain, furnace cannot be used on multiple targets. This binding vow enables Sukuna to not only reduce all within the malevolent shrine range to dust, but ensure that all the resulting particles were matted in the explosive cursed energy akin to a furnace. On top of this, Sukuna deftly altered the functionality of the domain to one that only allowed entry to living beings, maintain the shrine's output while sealing it airtight. This is our victory. This nigga still talking shit while Hikari getting busy. Thermobaric explosives and the transform particle matter danced, raining down on every inch of the domain. The heat of furnace spread the detonations immediately, birthing scalding, instantly compressing and decompressing shockwaves, ensuring the death of all living beings within the domain. An attack capable of instantaneously obliterating Maharaja back in Shibuya. This is Ryumen Sukuna's ultimate move. On top of constantly altering the necessary conditions for his barrier techniques, the repeated use of binding vows to alter his effective range meant that during his battle with Gojo Satoru, the furnace remained cooled, as Sukuna didn't have the freedom to unseal its flames. Yuji, Choso? What are you doing? Nah, what's happening? You can do this. I'm sorry I was useless during training. Your big brother tends to do things instinctively. Cho! Instinctively, huh? You really hit the nail on the head. Is Choso sacrificing himself? Oh no, he's gonna sacrifice himself! Oh no! How does Soul Swap risk Wee-Wee's life? Sukuna literally cuts up his food, cooks it, then eats it. Literally. You say, Adamus, are you saying the big clan, Zenning specifically, wouldn't see the usefulness of it and wouldn't try and get it for themselves? Not to mention curse users like Geto and whoever else in the world at the time. Sukuna cooks so hard that he burns the food. Nothing remains except ashes. My goat, Choso. Is this it for my guy, Choso? Yuji, you gotta grasp a reverse curse technique much faster than I did. Not thanks to me. Sukuna just happened to use it a lot in my body. Don't be so modest. It's only natural for a little brother to surpass his big brother. That isn't any reason for you to leave. Well, I need to apologize to Tsukumo too. Yuji, I'm sorry. I'm leaving you on your own again. That's what you're worried about? You were there for me when I needed someone the most. That's more than enough. Is that so? Are you there, big brother? I'm so cold, big bro. I'm here. It's okay. Let's talk. As long as we're talking, we can forget about the cold. Our 150 years were all but a few days to Yuji. Thank you, Yuji. Thank you for being my little brother. Thank you, big brother. Damn. Damn. Is everyone? Is anyone? Itadori Yuji always told himself he was nothing but a cog in a machine, that he fulfill his role as needed. He should have been able to repay his brother, who gave his life protecting him. Yet, as his eyes fell upon scorched earth, cooled stale air, and settled dust, he found his conviction shaken to its roots. Oh no. Oh no, they're trying to break this boy. They are breaking the boy. Sukuna? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What the fuck, Toto? Where did Toto come from? What? 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 It's Chosova. No. R.I.P. Choso. Svanber. Hi. Hello there. Honestly, worry not, Yuji. I hate this chapter, to be honest. I know not everyone likes Choso, but they kind of just brush past his death as Toto returns to basically replace him. Toto disappeared the exact moment Choso declared himself to be Yuji's brother in Shibuya, and now he is back right after he died. Coincidence? Maybe. Maybe. But I will say this. Not given... what is... Did I catch it? Did I finally catch it? This shit's been flying in front of me the whole time because of the damn light. Let's see. Toto. I see. Mr. Toto. Using my crows and your technique, we can evacuate people from within Sukuna's domain. Being caught in that domain means instant death. I can't guarantee it'll save lives, but it's worth trying. Naturally, you'll be situated outside the domain, so it'll require you extending the effective range of Boogie Woogie by quite a bit. You'll likely have over 4 targets to manage to. Do you think you in that form and that arm of yours is really up to the task, Mr. Toto? I can't be certain, but we lost one brother just to get another brother back. I just wish Gege would slow down a little bit, bro. Like I'm trying to mourn my guy Choso, and I'm not getting a chance to. I can still feel it. Its throbbing beat. The pulse of Boogie Woogie. We can't let brother know about this plan. You know why, don't you, Miss May? Their resonance, indeed. Ichidori Yuji and Ryumen Sukuna were two souls inhabiting one body. Although severed, their connection runs thick. I hear that the Yoshihachi Bridge mission was triggered by Itadori's swallow finger resonating with one in the wild. You're suggesting that Itadori-kun may unconsciously reveal the plan's details to Sukuna. Correct. Yuji is locked in. He can't falter. Choso have proper farewell, though. Correct. We'll do the same with the details behind Okotsu's plan. Inform him to enact it only moments before. Furthermore, we cannot let brother know of any of this. Locked and shut. My mouth is as tight as my purse strings. His plan with Mei, the time spent fine-tuning his technique alongside Kotsuyuta, Todo himself being unable to verify the safety of his allies, the fact he couldn't swap Itadori or Choso, who were caught at the epicenter of Ryumen Sukuna's domain. There simply wasn't enough time to tell Itadori Yuji all of this. Why, you ask? I'm sorry, brother. However, Todo? Everyone else is most likely fine. Most likely fine? I believe him. That's all I can do right now. Because after using his domain, Ryumen Sukuna has entered a state. Aw, shit, here we go. That nigga Yuji said, alright, boy, I'm about to fuck this nigga up. Brotherly bonds linked on the path to victory, in which it is painstakingly difficult to use his curse technique. Alright, it's time to lock in. Jujutsu Kaisen, we back. Yuji and Todo versus Sukuna. Solid chapter, man. Solid chapter. R.I.P. my boy Choso. Cho, bro. Is Cho's over? I hate to see it. I also hate that I don't get time to mourn. Because the fact that we just had Todo come out of nowhere is wicked. Did not see that coming. I thought my boy was packed the fuck up. I thought he was packed the fuck up. But honestly, good shit. Good shit, man. Solid chapter. Probably give this one an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 right there. Choso had a solid, goodbye moment. Seeing that he felt like he couldn't give back to Yuji in the whole training aspect. Feeling a little bit useless. Yuji kind of experienced all those moments over the past 150 years for his brothers. Solid. 8 out of 10. So, that's 259. Let's get into chapter 260. Let me make my time markers real quick. All right. Chapter 260. Re-Boogie Woogie. Oh, look at that. That's kind of funny. Itadori and Todo versus Sukuna. What's become of Todo's left arm? The decisive battle in the uninhabited demon-infested Shinjuku. That's the vibra slap, a percussion instrument. Striking the ball causes the metal teeth within the wooden box to oscillate wildly, producing a characteristic sound. What are you saying? Yuta actually didn't speed blitz Kenjaku. Todo helped him. Yuta actually didn't speed blitz Kenjaku. Todo helped him. Oh, is that what happened? You think this duo can pull a win considering this duo even killed Mahito? Also, Gay confirms in his author comment that Todo was basically there to swap Yuta to behind Kenny when they were killing him. Okay, got it. Mahito was heavily nerfed then. He couldn't use his curse technique and Yuji because of Sukuna. Yeah, I don't know if these two is pulling this shit off right now. I think that this is just another person that Gege is just throwing into the fold. He's just throwing characters at Sukuna, which at this point you kind of have to do. Having replaced his left arm, Todo Aoi changed the activation condition for his technique from applause to the collision between the wooden box and the metal teeth of the Vibra Slap. This now allows him to activate his swapping technique roughly 50 times in a single second. Me, Sukuna, and Todo was swapping over and over again like roulette. Jesus Christ. Sukuna probably tight. Nigga just getting beat, boy. By imposing a binding vow onto himself, limiting the amount of swaps in proportion to the oscillations of the Vibra Slap. His ability to have multiple targets, along with his effective range, has expanded. After fine-tuning his technique with Okoto's help at the Lake Gosho colony, Todo proceeded to successfully retrieve his allies who were trapped within Malevolent Shrine. Yeah, I never denied that. Just trying to hype up the duo. Woof. None match his egocentricity. Among the sorcerers, he's surely the peskiest. I must admit, he appeared exactly when I least wanted him to. He is mad, boy. All right, Todo. Brother, thank you so much. Besta friendo. He leapt in midair. As long as I know he's capable of that, knowing how can wait. Yuji dropping back. Just tossing rocks, boy. Swap. Hands. Ooh. Room shambles. Oh. Sukuna about to try to yeet him, boy. Nah, swapsies. Nigga, Sukuna is again annoyed. These niggas is in a fucking dance-off. He can swap as much or as little as he'd like, all with one tap. The fact that he can regulate it at will makes adapting to Boogie Woogie essentially impossible. And yet, there is one single instance where I can definitely read his timing. All right. The brat's focus is starting to sharpen even more. Their movements. This is it. He's going for a feint. I'll strike him here. Nah, Todo is not that stupid, boy. Todo likes to fuck with niggas, boy. Oh, Yuji locked in. Y'all complain when Yuji's upgrade but brushing off when Merchant King of Binding Asshole Vows. Bro literally saved by his daddy author. Merchant King of Binding Asshole Vows. Asshole Kaisen is upon us. It went from Sukuna Kaisen to Asshole Kaisen. Pop. Oh, there go the crow. He swapped with one of the woman's crows. I misread his move. Oh, you about to be sick, boy. Got his ass. Bro kicking at nothing. Yuji's about to eat that ass. He didn't swap them? 3 whole layers of deception. Nigga kicking at nothing. Black Flash that ass. Woo. Oh, did he grab his... Is he clawing at his ass? Oh, that nigga Yuji angry, boy. Ah. Just when you think the chapter's over? Just when you thought the chapter was over? Sukuna's incredible efficiency meant that despite his cursed energy levels dropping to that of Akoto Yuta, if he were to recover, bro kicking at nothing. That's hilarious, bro. OD. Yeah, this is common in JJK. Characters unlock their potential within minutes of fighting a stronger enemy. Sukuna's incredible efficiency meant that despite his cursed energy levels dropping to that of Kotsuyuta, if he were to recover his burnt out technique, he would be able to use his domain expansion as many times as needed. Domain expansion. What then befell Sukuna was a vision of a man he buried with his own hands. The departed spirit of the strongest. There's no mistaking those eyes. Is that Gojo? That nigga Sukuna shook. That nigga Sukuna is Shukuna. 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 Sakuna is shook. He is Shukuna right now. He is Shukuna. That nigga said domain expansion. Nigga looked over and he said, Nani? The fuck? I could have sworn I killed this nigga. Listen, Todo and Yuji, they doing their thing this chapter. Todo is a sneaky nigga. He can't be trusted. Just when you think you got him, you don't. That nigga like fucking with your head. We'll see what happens. We'll see what this means. I don't know if Gojo back. But we'll see how it goes. Solid chapter. I'll give this one a 9 out of 10. I actually like this. one. So that's chapter 260. Let's get into chapter 261. Let me make my time markers real quick. The Blue Eyes White Dragon has returned. With Todo by his side, Itadori drives Sukuna back to the wall. And yet, this nigga Itadori really locked in. The decisive battle in the uninhabited demon-infested Shinjuku. Yo, we are just like not staying on Hikari's fight, are we? I'll crush his heart. Maybe Gege don't feel like drawing the fucking jackpot. My goat has returned. Uh-oh, the Gojo fans, y'all are about... Here they come. Rumbling. Rumbling. The Gojo fans are about to come out. Domain expansion. It can't be. That's impossible. So, that's how you want to play. My apologies. It seems I've underestimated you. I didn't think you were capable of going this far. Okotsu Utah. Not an option. We can't let you. Vetoed unless... If we're all wiped out and there's no other options, do what you gotta. If Satoru dies, Riken can eat Kenjaku and copy his body hopping ability, which will let Yuta take over Satoru's body and re-enter the fight. That will raise our likelihood of victory. Can't he just use Gojo's corpse and copy Limitless? He wouldn't be able to use it without the 6 eyes. Then copy the 6 eyes? You want one? He can't. They're a physical attribute, not a technique. Yuta can only use his copy technique while Rika is fully manifested, which only lasts 5 minutes. What happens when those 5 minutes are up? I don't know. There are 3 likely possibilities. 1, Kenjaku's ability requires constant activation. In this case, the body and the soul won't be able to be maintained and he'll die. 2, Kenjaku's ability is activated intermittently. He won't die immediately, but it'll be a matter of time. 3, Kenjaku's ability need only be activated once. Even after the 5 minutes, he'll be able to use the Limitless technique. I suppose that would include the possibility of disposing of Okotsu-kun's original body, as he forever remains inside Gojo-kun's. I'm not against that as a final option. Even if Rika-chan is not fully manifested, I'm able to use my copy ability inside my domain. I like to try that first. If I fail there, then I'll take Gojo-sensei's body. Quit talking as if it's settled. I don't like I don't like one bit of this plan. Listen, I'm getting pretty ticked off. No matter how you look at it, it's what we should do. Sure, if we're only focused on the plan, we have to worry about what happens to you as a person too. As a person, do you realize who we're up against? The strongest sorcerer in history, Ryuman Sukuna. If throwing our humanity gives us a shot at winning, we should throw it away. Does becoming a monster scare you that badly? Damn. Damn, Yuta. I'm no Gojo fan. I like him though. Fraud Kuna, Sleep Kuna, Glaze Kuna, Unk Kuna, moment. Water Ogotsu, Wuta. Yo, okay. I might as well just say it. I was spoiled on this. I knew this was coming. Because, unfortunately, the Gojo Hive just could not let this be low key. So I knew about this already. See, I keep it a buck when I know some shit. I'm keeping it a buck with y'all. That's why I wasn't able to act that surprised just now, because I knew about this already. So if you feel like my reaction was not what it was supposed to be, I apologize, but I'm not going to sit here and fake it with y'all. You know what I mean? I'm not going to fake it. I want to be fully truthful. So I knew this already, and I knew that Yuta was going to do this. But I didn't know how it was going to happen, so that's why I couldn't fully believe that Yuta was dead when he got sliced up. So let's see. Let's see where this goes. I don't know all the details. I just know for the most part that this happened. Listen, you're extremely important to everyone here. Samon. What about Gojo Sensei? Is he not important? We've always pushed the burden of being a monster onto him alone. If he dies, one of us will have to take that spot. And if no one else wants to step up, then I will. This nigga, Yuta. Yuta hates skyrocket after this chapter. Now Gojo fans wants. Wait, why do niggas hate Yuta? I think that this is hard body shit. I think this is hard body writing and character, like a character moment. Am I tripping? Because I like it. I like it, bro. I think Yuta is standing on fucking business. I'm a fan of it. I'm just saying. Now, if y'all mad that somebody's using Gojo body and he's being, I don't know, defiled, fine. But like, Yuta saying like, fuck it, bro. We fighting this nigga. We ain't got no time for morals. If you pass, I'd like to take over your body. Why do you sound kind of pissed? You don't mind? I'm not going to lose, so I don't really care. What pisses me off is that Shoko didn't give a rat's ass. Knock yourself out. Because he used their favorite character's body like a weapon. Get over it. He's dead. Let him do his thing. What's the whole point of the Kenjaku ability if we wasn't going to steal it? Babies. Call the Wambawants. Call the Wambawants. What are we bugging out? By the way, I was told I'm a Fujiwara descendant. Didn't you tell me I was a Sugawara? You are. This chapter cemented Yuta as one of my faves. Yeah, this shit go hard for fucking Yuta. You are. You and I are distant relatives. Weren't the Fujiwaras and Sugawaras on crazy bad terms? I guess Uro-san was just confused. Or maybe we're both right. Huh? You might have been born even more blessed than me. It'd be pretty lame if you didn't take advantage of it. First things first. Take care of your sloppy cursed energy control. I've been on your ass about that, haven't I? Ugh. You guys can head back. Nope. Fish flakes. Yo también. Go. As fellow sorcerers, I can't order you to leave, but I'd rather not show my students something so gruesome. Especially given the fact I'm not even sure this is the right thing to do. Even if I lose to Sukuna, As long as everyone in this room is dealt with, Gakuganji will be effectively in charge. If that happens, we won't have to worry about chaos like what happened after Shibuya. Go on. Get out of here. No, we're staying right here. Please, don't bear the burden of being a monster alone anymore. There's nothing that can be done about that. Back then, I was left in the dust. I have to catch up. To be honest, I didn't fully understand my own technique. Whoa! It's sort of like amplifying the sugar in my body and manifesting it in some way. Nigga made flan. I get pretty lightheaded when I use it, though. Makes my blood sugar go low. It's sweet. You're actually digging in? You think you could transfer that sugar to others? I don't see why not. Gojo fans, no, don't use his body as a weapon. What's wrong? Am I being insensitive? Let me know if I'm being insensitive, because I do not see the fucking problem here. Gojo, nah, I'm fine if you use my body. All right. You'll join the medical team with Nita and myself. You'll be administering sugar to supplement the brain during technique activation. Understood. Don't overdo it. There's no point if they pass out from high blood sugar. This nigga probably like, nah, this is gross. He said, why y'all put me in here? My technique made it so that these wounds won't worsen further, but I can't heal. He got split in two, the same as Gojo-san. This is way beyond Okosu-san's reverse curse technique's capabilities, let alone my techniques. I'm maintaining consciousness, thanks to Rika-chan, but I'm reaching my limit here. I'm going to do it, Yuri-san. It's our only choice. I've already finished suturing Gojo's body. Once you swap, you need to go full throttle with the reverse curse technique to finish the treatment. Amai here will back you up on that. I'm sorry I had to move you to my right. Domain expansion. Aw, shit. How does one counter Ryu Sukuna's open barrier domain? By Gojo Sacho's hand, the solution is yet revealed again. Unlimited Void, Malevolent Shrine, the sounds of the revenge match, and we are back. We are back to Gojo vs. Sukuna, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big issue in Japan for people to desecrate the bodies of the dead, but I'm struggling because Yuta is trying to save the world. Nah, my nigga Traggy said, okay. Like, I respect, he's like, okay, and, like, nigga, there won't be any world to desecrate. You're gonna be cooked. I think this did wonders for Yuta as a character. I've already said Yuta is a fantastically written character. And if Yuta was the main character, listen, I'm just saying, Yuta is written so much better than Yuji. He is really like about this. This nigga is like, yo, by any means necessary, we need to take this nigga out. And I love it. I respect the standing on business that he does. I wish I didn't know that this was coming, because this would have made it better for me and maybe much more hype. But it still is a hype moment. It doesn't ruin the great character writing of Yuta, his reasonings and his convictions. I just wish I wasn't spoiled. 9 out of 10 chapter. I enjoyed this. I thought this was fire. So that's chapter 261. Let's get into chapter 262. Let me make my time markers real quick. Yuta would be too strong for a main character. He still got cooked, though. He still got cooked. I think Yuta would have been a great character if you got to spend the time with him getting better at using his powers. We kind of just skipped to him just being immediately OP. All right. Chapter 262. Let's get to it. The two face off in their altered forms. All right, let's get it. Chapter 262. The battle in uninhabited demon-infested Shinjuku. Domain expansion. Okotu and Sukuna in the shrunken barrier. The countermeasure Gojo Satoru worked out against Sukuna's domain was a shrunken barrier. For approximately 3 minutes, it is possible to withstand the effects of Malevolent Shrine being down on the barrier from the outside of the domain. Alright. Doing switch train with Gojo Sensei allowed me to elevate my barrier techniques too. Taking Sukuna's fatigue into account, I should be able to stall a domain for 3 minutes like Gojo Sensei did. Ryumen Sukuna, on the other hand, was able to rid himself of the previously imposed 99-second time limit by restricting Malevolent Shrine's effective range to only the outline of Okotu's domain. 3 minutes. Within these 3 minutes, I'll damage Sukuna to the point that he can't maintain Malevolent Shrine. I don't need 3 minutes. I'll destroy Element Void and expand my effective range. This time, I'll be sure to slaughter them all. All right, here we go. And we are back with the... He bypassed Infinity with Domain Amplification, so he's able to activate while using Domain Expansion. Naturally, that occurred within a domain your little crows couldn't even enter, wouldn't be known by you all. They wouldn't even be in the situation if Yuta was still in the story before Shibuya. Facts. Yuta would have prevented the whole plot. What? Oh, there go Rika. Yuta. Rika fully manifested. However, Jujutsu Kaisen returns in 21 days. A 3-week break on your head top? Also, this chapter was like mad short. Nothing happened. I mean, stuff happened, but like... God damn, is Gege doing all right? Was Gege's health in question around this time, y'all? Because this seems quick as hell, boy. 4-week, actually. Jesus Christ. Gege was sick. Oof. Are y'all gonna hate me if I rate this chapter low? Can I get a pass by like giving this chapter a 5? I don't want to give Gege like shit for being sick, because one thing I do promote is like respecting the health of mangakas and all that stuff and animators. But I can't in good confidence give this chapter a rate, like a decent rating. Nothing happened really, at least in my opinion. Rate it along with the next one. Yeah, you get a. I listen. I'm just saying, like, it's a half chapter, right? Like, I'm not tripping. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to give this like an okay. This thing is flying in front of my camera screen, so if y'all catch me like hitting one of these, y'all know why. This is half the chapter. The next one is the same chapter. Next chapter is the second half of the chapter. Okay. All right, we'll see. For now, I'm giving it a 5. I'm open to, changing that based on what 263 gives me. So let's get to 262. Let's get 262.5. The fuck? Okay. 262 part 2. The decisive. I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life. 262 part 2. I didn't even know you could do that. Part 2, the decisive battle in the uninhabited demon-infested Shinjuku. Okotu versus Sukuna rages on within the domains. Meanwhile, Rika embraces Okotsu's body. Infinity versus Amplification. The battle will be decided in these 3 minutes. All right, let's see what happens. Because Gay was slick, so you had to split the chapter into 2. So did y'all have to wait 4 weeks for this second half to come out? So did y'all get that and then had to wait 4 weeks? All right. Kicking at him. Rika-chan isn't haunting this body. I can only use Limitless now. Looks like using Kenjaku's technique simultaneously is a no-go. Damn, because Riga's staying with that boy body. Suguna can't use his slash that bisects the world with his left arm gone. Aside from amplification, he shouldn't have any tricks left up his sleeve to bypass infinity. I have the advantage. I misjudged how far away he was. Woo! Yeet. I had these same thoughts during switch training. Gojo Sensei limbs are so absurdly long. From the outside, the limitless technique seems flawless and all-powerful, and yet it's way more sensitive than I thought. A single round of switch training is nowhere near enough to master it. He misfired? I finally get why you need the 6 eyes to use this thing. It'll be fine. I'm the strongest after all. Just what did it take for you to say that so confidently? Looks like he has no clue how to handle such a troublesome technique. You think you have time to daydream? Yeet. Damn it. God damn it. Yeah, LOL. Yup. It's what it is. Damn, y'all sound defeated in the chat right now. Y'all sound defeated. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all okay? Y'all doing okay over there? Y'all niggas y'all sound hurt. Like y'all was going through it. Niggas is like, sigh, yeah. Yeah. Kenjaku told me Okkotsu Yuta's technique is copy. Copying a technique likely requires feeding the target's body or part of it to that banshee. Did she not come with the body swap? Can he even use his other copied ability in that form? Even if he can, I have a good understanding of what he has in his arsenal. Right now, Limitless is amounting to nothing more than a side effect of Kenjaku's technique. I confirmed in his domain that he's unable to use multiple copy techniques simultaneously. Right now, Okkotsu has no other cards besides Limitless. How long can he maintain his copy technique? Will he be able to keep that form once Kenjaku technique ends? What if he came into this fight assuming there would be no coming back? In that case, his next move would be... Your cursed energy is all over the place, Yuta. Has Kusukebe-san not said anything about that? He's pretty tough on you, huh, Yuta? It's kind of hurtful that he's only tough on you, actually. Samon, I'm being thorough, going through Gojo Sensei's memories one by one. 9 points. Polaroid's light. All right. Damn, nigga is getting whooped out. He is getting whooped out. Yuta's having trouble, but he's learning Limitless and using it faster than Gojo ever did. Gege was 6, so I'm not going to complain. I respect it, bro. Listen, man, when you're a One Piece fan, you're always scared about Oda's health. So I understand. Does he understand why Gojo Satoru was forced to fire off purple in such a roundabout way? I won't give him a single opening to use that move. Sukuna might still be wary of me using techniques other than Limitless, but he should also know that I can't use 2 copy techniques at once. That's why, even while using his technique, even within Unlimited Void, this simple plan will work. Blue. Is that a recorder? Don't move. Huh? 9 points. Polaroid's light. Not Inamaki coming out of nowhere. This isn't a copy. It's the real thing. Crow and Shomyo. Hollow technique. The gap between within and without. Purple. Oh, the whole squad showed up for this one. Firing off his teacher's ultimate technique. Nah, not Inamaki coming out of nowhere. Not Inamaki coming out of nowhere, bro. Special Panda work told me to go home due to being under the weather. Guess I'm here to watch it live after all. Welcome back, but also I hope you feel better, bro. Going into work sick, bro, that's whack. That's whack, son. So yeah, hope you feel better, Panda. Make sure y'all make y'all yo, English or Spanish. Baby, you got something in your nose. Y'all OD. Make sure y'all wish give your boy Panda some reverse curse technique. Help that human feel better, y'all. Yo, Inamaki showing up last minute. Did not see that coming. Yo, Gege just throwing everybody at this nigga. Granted, it's a little foreshadowed, showing them all be there with Yuta to try to like learn how to do it and showing their like connection with each other. Kind of wish I got to see that same bond with Megami, Yuji, and Nobara. I feel fine, really, but it's a restaurant, so you can't play when it's a restaurant, bro. Can't be playing around people's food, so I respect it. Yeah, your boy Yuta was struggling to figure out how to use Gojo's technique, but he pulled through with the help of Inamaki hitting the Samon. Very interesting. The Crow and Shomyo, like, bro, I didn't see it coming. Yeah, this chapter does help chapter 262 a lot. So I can give it a 7 out of 10 at this point. So that's what I'm feeling right here. But other than that, it really is Yuta just trying to figure out how to use Gojo's technique. So can't be mad at it. So let's get into the next chapter. Chapter 263. Let me make my time markers real quick. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yuta is throwing everything at Sukuna. Most of these plans are Yuta's. He's the leader after all, with Kusakabe right behind him. Facts. Yuta carrying, bro. All right, chapter 263. Akotu versus Sukuna. The small barrier ruptures. The decisive battle in the uninhabited demon-infested Shinjuku. Part 35. All right, domain crumbling. He pulled it off. As powerful as purple may be, he's still not fully comfortable using it. Even his own domain barrier was destroyed. Sukuna is not fucking with this shit, boy. Oh, there go Yuji, Todo, and... Nah, these niggas is rushing. Jujutsu Kaisen is back. Akotu. It doesn't matter if we're caught in the crossfire. The second your technique recovers, drill as many purples into him as you can. We'll avoid it using my boogie woogie. Immediately after the use of domain expansion, Ryuma Sukuna has once again fallen into a state in which his curse technique is painstakingly difficult to use. Meanwhile, Kenjaku's curse technique, copied by Kotsu, has also burned out after using his domain expansion. Before the 5 minutes had passed, the use of Kenjaku's technique was halted. Cooked! You niggas is cooked! Oh no! Damn it! Rika-chan not haunting his body means copy is no longer mine, making limitless the burnt out technique. I thought I would still be able to use Kenjaku's. Was there some trick behind Kenjaku being able to use his technique immediately, following domain expansion? I didn't take any information like that in when I copied his technique. I'll at least maintain the barrier for their sake. He reached his limit. Yuta and Yuji are carrying this fight. Yuta and Yuji are carrying this fight. Yuta because of the plan, and Yuji because of the nurse on Sukuna. Yeah, OD. I guess that's why they call him the King of Curses. Even in a situation like this, his offense hasn't let up. Here I am, distracted by Kotsu. He won't let that open and slide. Black Flash. Yuji sneaking. The sneaking nation. Way to make us wait. I'm not done hogging the spotlight just yet. Okotu, that bundle of cursed energy. He still has shards of the barrier floating around. Until the shards disappear, there's no greater stage on which Boogie Woogie can shine. Aw, shit. Nigga hit the Shadow Clone Jutsu. Nigga hit the Shadow Clone Jutsu. Use Quick Attack. Ichidori Yuji, use Quick Attack. I'll do this as many times as it takes. Wake up, Fushiguro. Dismantle. He's selectively choosing the target of his technique. He's firing dismantle at dismantle directly at the barrier between mine and Fushiguro Megami's soul. He's made a binding vow to make his strikes more effective at tearing my soul from this body. If I continue taking these blows, I see what he's doing there. Sukuna's been doing all this with arms missing too, bro. They gotta nerf this nigga, but I see what Yuji's going for. Sukuna's trying to dismantle physical things, where Yuji is making it so his blows dismantles souls. Very interesting. A dichotomy, would you say? Blech. Oh, is he splitting out fingers? I won't be able to maintain this body, and I'll lose. However, is he spitting out fingers? The Yuji and Todo combo is deadly. Aw, shit. Bro, Yuji, if you don't domain expand on this nigga when he used his next Malevolent Shrine, if I simply avoid those blows, they'll have no other moves as effective. If my spare Vibra Slap isn't recognized as my left hand, it won't function. Just one more time. Take this. There was no swap. Angel, sneaking that nigga. Through the use of a binding vow, the range of Toto's technique had been extended. Our row ends once I dispel Gojo Satoru's seal. What about Megumin? What will happen to him? Angel, Kurusu-san, I'm sorry, but we may have to rely on you in the end. Puked up fingers and swallowed them right back down. Nah, because the fact... Did I catch it? Please tell me I caught it. I don't have Black Flash for sure. Nah, because the fact that Yuji can only do this because Sukuna is incarnated is crazy. It just shows how powerful he and era Sukuna would have been. Yeah, facts, bro. If this was pure Sukuna, niggas would have been cooked. Niggas would have been cooked, boy. What about Megumin? What will happen to him? Just as I said earlier, it's perfectly fine for you to stay. Did I get that thing? Oh, I'm gonna catch this thing somehow. I swear. Just as I said earlier, it's perfectly fine for you to stay out of the battle. They got me trying to do boogie woogie right now, bro. Jump Kaisen is real. Even if my domain is destroyed, we'll make sure there is no need for you to fight. I'd like for you to fire Jacob's Ladder as the finishing blow. We'll take an all-or-nothing gamble once more and attempt to split Sukuna and Fushiguro-kun's souls. At the very end, we'll make the most of a strong point of my copy technique. A strong point? I still can't catch this thing. When dealing with my copy, no one thinks of the original user of the copy technique. For whatever reason, all they think about is what and how many techniques I have in my stock. They don't stop to think about the possibility of the original user with the same technique appearing. Especially for those who know how copy works. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking it as me taking the technique instead of copying it. The true strength of copy is having two of the same card in our hand. This nigga Yuta, can see the fly even in the camera. Right, bro? Y'all see me fighting for my fucking life during this stream. I am trying to kill this thing, and I can't catch it. catch it. I'm trying. He's fucking a menace. He's a menace. Oh, this nigga is about to have me have to fucking learn some sorcery. But shout out to Yuta. He really is carrying. Oh my God. Maximum output. Here they come. Jacob's ladder. Is it going to really separate him? At the 11th hour, they play their trump card. Where will this battle to the death go next? End of the chapter. Yo, this nigga Yuta carries, bro. Yuta carries, bro. This nigga got a plan for 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 a backup for a backup for a backup. This nigga said, they keep thinking I'm taking techniques. No, nigga, I'm just copying. You keep thinking it's gone just because I use it. The Fly is the actual Sukuna for lasting this long against you. Bro, the Fly has been here the whole stream. Like, why is it specifically staying? This shit could be anywhere else in this fucking apartment, bro. And it's choosing to stay right in front of my face for an hour and 41 minutes, and I can't catch it. So if I don't catch this Fly by the end of the stream, you better believe I'm crashing the fuck out. I'm crashing out, y'all. But shout out to Kurusu pulling up with the Jacob's ladder. Your boy Yuji's putting in work. The Boogie Woogie is working out. We'll see. I don't think that this is gonna separate Sukuna, but maybe it'll weaken the shit out of him. I'm not sure. I don't even know how this is about to turn out, bro. With maximum output. So, solid chapter. Once again, because Yuta is so good at these plans, I'm giving him 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I can't even give, like, Jujutsu Kaisen chapters that low of a rating. It's consistent. So, that's chapter 263. Let's get into chapter 264. We're almost done, y'all. We only got a couple more chapters left. Yeah, Yuta plans and Yuji soul damage combo is deadly, bro. OD. All right, chapter 264. Their Joker. Angel's Jacob's ladders crashing down upon Sukuna. The decisive battle in the uninhibited demon-infested Shinjuku. All right. Sukuna about to be big mad. Unlike in Okosu's domain, where he can select the technique's target, this Jacob's ladder will hit Todo Aoi and the brat too. If I scale the pillar of light, I'll be able to reach the angel without any interference. Hana, fall back. Aw, shit. They're coexisting within that body. You are nothing but a strong technique in a weak shell. Losing one of their arms makes that fact all the more true. They aren't able to garner the same output they did back then. Angel, before I'm torn from Fushiguro Megami's body, I'll end your life. Black Flash. Toto's about to eat it. This man, he is a Jujutsu sorcerer to his very core. This nigga Toto. Woo! Jesus. He's fucking cooked. Those two are out of commission. I can snuff out Angel's final breath later. The only one left standing now is the brat. Nigga glide in. He chased after me within the light despite it burning him. Nigga coming after that ass, boy. Nigga say, you ain't going nowhere. Yeet. Yeet. Nigga said, give me that. Nigga slamming this nigga through. Give me that. Sliding back. Hands. Cleave. These niggas just cleaving. Sukuna trying to pull up. Woof. Unleashing yet another Black Flash. Oh shit. The King of Curses regains his reverse curse technique at last. God damn, boy. Special Panda Toto, the real one. There's no need There's no need for me to make risky moves like Gojo Satoru was forced to. Oh my god. As things stand, all I need to do is wait for my technique to recover. This brat is no threat to my life. Not until the domain expansion come out. He gonna pull it out. He has to. He has to expand the domain, bro. There's no way this series ends without Yuji finally using one. Rushing him, cleave. The dismantle that only targets the barrier between my and Fushiguro Megami Soul. It's a lethal technique to an incarnated type like myself. But then, wham! If it doesn't land, it's meaningless. It expends a ton of cursed energy, but it has its merits. First off, you get a stat boost due to the change in the environment. Sort of like a buff in video games. Also, cursed techniques imbued within a domain. Domain expansion, called it, are guaranteed to hit. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. High IQ. High IQ. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. High IQ. High IQ. Well, it's pretty easy to figure out, right? It definitely was inevitable. But I knew this had to happen. Sukuna was fiending to get to his domain expansion, and for Yuji to sneak it out first on that ass, he was not prepared. He was not prepared. Good realization, finally, it's middle fingers. Oh, nah, that hurt. It's middle fingers? That's crazy. I did it wrong. I thought it was Naruto. I was on my Naruto shit. Yo, Yuji, I'm looking forward to seeing what your domain expansion is. I'm looking forward. Sukuna is sick dick. Pack Angel up. Todo's a real one for tanking that. Well, not tanking that Black Flash, but taking it, not tanking it. Yuji, you better cook. You better cook. Double middle fingers is wild, bro. Let's see. Are guaranteed to hit. Through switch training with Atsuyu Kusakabe, Yuji Itadori learned the fundamentals of barrier techniques. What is this? Come on, Sukuna. Let's go. The decisive one-on-one heads into an uncharted domain. What are they? What is this? So is he pulling him into some like Takaba type shit? Because he's dressed like Yuji now? Is this a train station? This do or die desperation is similar to when Megami awakened his domain expansion against the Finger Bearer in season 1. Alright, man. Let's see what happens. Let's see what Yuji does. Let's see how this turns out. That's the end of chapter 264. It's hype shit, man. It's hype shit. Give it another 8 out of 10. Let's get chapter 265. Let me make my time markers real quick. Yeah, he's back in his Yuji form too. Yuji's hand sign is the mudra of Jizo and Garba, a Buddhist vista that guides others to enlightenment. Okay. Sorry if I pronounce any of that stuff wrong. I don't mean to offend anybody by having a hard time pronouncing things. Let's see. Let's get to chapter 265. Itadori expands his domain. Just what is this place? Did he bring this nigga to Shibuya? Because I've been to Shibuya in real life. And maybe this is one of them buildings. I experienced this before. The rare phenomenon of connecting with a sorcerer during the height of battle. I thought it was a side effect of some sort due to cursed energy being born from humans. Yet, this is something different. That day, chapter 265. What is this? Your domain? Shut it. I did this a little frantically. I don't really get it either. I wanted some time to talk to you. Just indulge me for a sec. Oh, check it out. The Demon Sword Den statue. Wouldn't know it. Don't worry. No one besides the locals would. I was raised here until I was 6. Maybe even then, maybe 7. And then moved to Sendai. I was born there, but we moved back for Gramps' work. This thing, I'm gonna catch it somehow. Somehow. I'm like ready. I'm about to just keep my hand like this and read. Like as soon as this thing gets right here, bro. Domain expansion, talk no Oh my God. Is this... No, y'all shitting me. He's not about to talk no jutsu, this nigga. We are not about to try to talk no jutsu Sukuna. Out of all the niggas to be... I mean, I get it. They keep on fucking hinting towards this Sukuna feeling love thing. Let's see. I was raised here until I was 6, maybe 7, and then I moved to Sendai. I was born there, but we moved back for Grant's work. I came back here for the first time in like 10 years for a funeral. Friend of my grandpa's. I wouldn't say it was a ghost town, but it did surprise me how empty this place felt. Actually, I guess I wasn't surprised. If I'm being honest, I kind of expected it. It didn't really shake me. I wonder if that guy could have come to my grandpa's funeral if he had died first. This is the park I hung out at most often. There's pretty much no play equipment left, but I thought I was going to die once after stubbing my toe on the swing set. So I'm not too mad about it. Wonder if I can drink this. Amen. One time, I used this fountain to... Oh, we're on the Unc and Nephew bonding chapter. I'm fucking dying. We'll consider your defeat if you fail to kill the fly by the end of the stream. Kinda, but really. Yo, nah, y'all ODing on me, son. Y'all ODing on me. I'm gonna catch this fucking thing, bro. I'm gonna catch this thing. I just need something to like, if I focus for like a couple seconds, I might be able to catch it. But it's just like, why is it choosing to stay in front of me? It don't respect me. A morning glory. That's a hydrangea, you moron. Yeah, I know, careless mistake. A ton of these bloom here, huh? I really only noticed it after I moved away. I wonder who's in charge of deciding the foliage for each town. Wait, you're into flowers? It's just from Fushiguro Megami's memories. Oh yeah, sure. W. Frank the Fly. Yo, y'all ODing. I hear slow motion, so if you move really slow, they don't think you're moving at all. Not y'all trying to are y'all putting me through a training arc right now? Are y'all training arcing me right now to figure out how to kill this fly? I'm fucking weak. Oh yeah, sure. Wait, wouldn't that mean you know all about this place from my memories when you were in my body? I didn't waste my time reading through each piece of meaningless drivel. Right. This park was pretty far from my house, but you can bitch ass motherfucker. But you can catch crayfish here. Try it out. Unless the strongest sorcerer in history can't catch some crayfish. Silence. Yours is practically microscopic. Check it out. You got an American crayfish. Japanese ones are way more rare. What was that? You heard me. These niggas is catching crayfish. What is going on right now? This is the department store that opened when I was 5. Thanks to this. Did I catch it? I don't feel like I did. This is the department store that opened when I was 5. Thanks to this thing, all the mom and pop shops vanished. It kind of got quiet with all the small businesses closing down. But they opened the movie theater upstairs. So I consider it even. Like I said, bonding time. These niggas is really dead ass talking no jutsu in. It's a pretty great place. I mean, Yuji wanted to talk to this nigga forever, right? It's a pretty great place. But don't worry. There's a lot more green once you leave the town a bit. I'm not exactly holding my breath for anything I hear. See? Green as far as the eye can see. I used to catch grasshoppers in the rice fields here till the cage was about to burst. Haven't seen many of them lately, though. Many pesticides got way stronger. Is this going anywhere? Just hold on. I still have some places I want to go. Wowza. Horses are so awesome. No matter how many times I see them, their heads are bigger than I remember. My grandpa took me to this farm every so often. I guess, now that I think about it, he did a lot of parenting in my mom and dad's place. The soft serve here is killer. I spent my whole allowance on it that day. But then, I ate too much and threw up. So you were born stupid. Let's do some archery. These niggas is dead ass fucking... These niggas is having a fucking date. This nigga took Sukuna on a date. Hot damn. Something about playing with you isn't really enticing me. Isn't it obvious? I'd be more accustomed to this than you. All right, I forgot. You're from the era of actual archery. You'd see snow sculpture after snow sculpture lined up here during our snow festival in the winter. I wonder if they still do that now. It's the same in Sendai, but it never really snows there. It just doesn't feel like winter unless the snow really piles up. I always loved drinking sweet milk tea after my hands went numb from snow shoveling in the morning. My grandpa always looked stunned by it. Ugh, that stuff just make your mouth sticky. Just make your mouth all sticky. Black coffee. Once it got closer to Christmas, I would hear bells all at night. That always made me think Santa really did exist. I only realized way later that it was just the snow chains on car tires. All right, I've had enough. Okay. I think I showed you pretty much everything I wanted to. Your blathering is disgusting. Say what you want to say. You know, up until recently, I thought I would simply live to fulfill my role as I understood it. I thought if I died like that, I could at least consider it a proper death. But now, I feel like that's not entirely right. Is that Junpei? Or is that Geto? Walking the dog, raising a family, any sort of role like that is fine. It's just fine. They go, no, bro. Even if you don't have anything. Oh my God, this fucking thing. Even if you don't have anything like that, as long as you can eat, shit, and sleep, even if you're stuck in bed sick, even if you spent your life with no connections and nothing remains of you, more than memories made in one's image, it's within the little tiny fragments that remains, drifting off, where the value of a life lies. Yeah, that was Junpei. Okay. Sukuna really just like, bro, I do not care. I do not care. It never had anything to do with the way people die. I just couldn't ever forgive those who act as if they value didn't exist. Sukuna, I loathe you. Humans aren't tools. We aren't born with any set role. Which is to say, I don't know. I don't know whether humans are fundamentally good or evil. I could very well be doing the wrong thing here. So I thought I should at least let you see the humanity of someone other than yourself, of someone you see no value in. I don't feel a thing. I understand everything you're saying, brat, and yet it stirs no emotion within me. You had just as you felt when you saw how quiet this town became. You had expected it. I feel absolutely nothing. No dice, huh? Figured. Yuji breaking his cog mentally. I love how this chapter was to show Yuji's character development on how Yuji no longer has a self-sacrificing mentality and how similar Yuji is to Buddha with mercy. That's an interesting way of putting it. I mean, I really do like that this is pulling Yuji from that self-sacrificial shit. Like just being like, I'm just gonna die to fulfill my role. But for me, it's more like it's good writing right now, and like I don't have any issue with like how it's going about, like the pacing for it and how slow it's taking its time right now. I'm totally fine with. It's a matter of like I kind of wish I kind of got glimpses of this non-self-sacrificialness a little bit sooner. It just feels like it's all coming now, especially because the boy don't talk during his fights. Suffice to say, I'm dumbfounded by your cowardice. Your rage toward me. Your hatred. Is this all it amounted to? Wait, you couldn't possibly be. Are you pitying me? Is this your way of showing compassion? Exactly. Sukuna, I can kill you. Release Fushiguro. Return to my body, and I'll spare your life. Oh, this nigga is saying, I will spare you. Such a gravely severe misconception. I won't stop at simply mincing you to bits, brat. Right in front of your eyes, I'll slaughter each and every human being you claim to be oh so valuable. A refusal burning red with fury. All that talk no jutsu for what? That nigga Sukuna said, I don't give a fuck. You got me fucked up, little nigga. I still don't necessarily understand what Yuji's domain expansion is. Maybe it's just him being able to force somebody to see memories. Interested to see where it goes. But I think it's a solid chapter. I think it was good to see. Have you peeped that ever since Yuji awakened, his eyes have been the same as Sukuna's? Let's see. Yeah, I see it now. Like the linings. Not as many circles though. This has 1 and 2 circles. But Sukuna's has like fucking 1, 2, 3. Like he has like 3, 4 circles. 1, 2, 3. And then 4 is the pupil, and then Yuji's like 1, and then 2. Yeah, not as many, but it's similar. I just figured maybe it was like Gege kind of showing the intensity in Yuji's face for things that he's saying. So solid chapter. Yuji tried. The fact that Yuji it's kind of cold. I ain't gonna lie. Yuji kind of cold for saying that. Like, I could kill you, bro. So I'm gonna give you a chance. Release the body. You can come back inside me if you want, and I'll spare your life. Sukuna saying you got me fucked up. So solid chapter. I give it a 7 out of 10. That's chapter 265. Let's get to chapter 266. Let me make my time markers real quick. It's probably just his innate domain, and the surehead effect is the soul dismantles. We are reaching the climax. Oh, shit. All right, chapter 266. The decisive battle in the uninhabited demon-infested Shinjuku. Fushiguro, that's enough. Itadori is all ears inside Fushiguro's soul. I wanted to create a world where Sumiki wouldn't have to suffer needlessly. Or at the very least, I wanted to preserve our fragile life as much as I possibly could. Eating home-cooked meals, watching sunbeams fall onto our hang laundry, seeing her off as she walked beside someone like you, Itadori. That would have been true happiness to me. but I've had enough. Early on, when my grandpa first got sick with lung cancer, he was offered a rough treatment that would have come with some strong side effects. He turned it down. Maybe he thought his body was strong enough even without the treatment. Every so often, I hear about euthanasia, but that didn't seem right. It felt like someone else's choice. Deep down, I'd always felt distant, unrelated. I figured it must suck for them, but it'd be fine. Let's see. And Yuji knew that he could not convince Sukuna. He just wanted to try. A fun thing I noticed on reread is when Yuji is fighting Sukuna after he took over Megami, you see Yuji's eyes go like this, and after Sukuna has the bath, you can see him notice a cut on, okay, his finger from Yuji. Interesting. Ever since coming to Jutsu High, I've been flooded with all these awful thoughts. And when I think about this lasting forever, I find myself able to empathize with my grandpa or with anyone faced with a helpless situation. That's why I can't tell you to keep living. All right, finally. Hollow wicker basket. All right, Yuji's locked in now. These niggas is walking up to each other menacingly. I'd use Gojo Sacho's method to reset a burnt out technique within a domain, but the risk is too great with the after effects of a limited void persisting. However, in contrast to a domain where one actualizes a mental image, the output required for a technique like Hollow Wicker Basket or Simple Domain is little. Still, it was too generous of Sukuna to listen to Yuji and play such a dumb game with him in spite of being his number one hater. It allows the sorcerer to buy time until the sure hit technique imbued within the domain hits them. But eventually, without fail, they will be overpowered. However, Sukuna is able to supplement that output by maintaining the hand sign even after Hollow Wicker Basket's activation. This allows him to continue fighting without being overpowered within a domain. All right. There go some geese and some dove. Some ducks or whatever. These niggas is fighting still. Little block, bam. Hands. So they fighting within Yuji's domain. It seems like it, right? Sukuna trying to bring that fist down, boy. Jesus Christ. Crack broski. Rushing him down. Color me surprised. Who would have figured being looked down on would fill me with such ire? That being pitied would rouse such hate. What fun it will be for every other human to reap the consequences of your actions. What's with that face? It's just, it'll be so lonely without you, Fushiguro. Yuji's like, man, I'm really gonna have to kill this nigga. Yuji's like, I'm trying not to kill you, bro. I'm trying. My Ten Shao technique stopped functioning after Maharaga was destroyed. This has to be Fushiguro Megami's. His soul was submerged in the bath, and yet the brat dismantles breathed new life into it. Whew. Yuji's locked in, boy. That nigga smiling now. Oda, 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 oda. Oda. Nigga is just punching that nigga in the head. Punch that nigga in the head. Jesus Christ. Fushiguro's finally helping. Simple domain cracking. His strikes have an effect I can't overcome with reverse curse technique. He'll take Hollow Wicker Basket and shatter it. Aw, shit. What's happening? Sukuna's technique recovered. That's Gojo Sensei's. He reset his burnt out technique. Domain expansion. Nah, Yuji locked in. Oh, shit. Yuji is locked in. Sukuna's last finger. What does this finger mean? Next week, decisive battle in Shinjuku reaches climax. WSJ cover and center color spread. What is going on right now? What? So there was still one more finger? So Yuta didn't devour it, but he copied it. I like that giving Sukuna the option to surrender was a binding vow to make the domain stronger. Okay. That's a good way to look at it, actually. But now that I know that Yuta copied it, I should have immediately remembered the finger's still there. But what's going to happen with this finger that's all the way down here? Is somebody going to have to destroy it? Huh. Interesting to see. I mean, the fight, listen, we are reaching the climax. These two are continuing to throw blows. I can't really say much in regards to, like, the fight choreography. Obviously, the fight choreography is absolutely, stunning every time. Gege, I will say, like I always say, consistent. Fushiguro finally, like, being useful, but Yuji's basically like, hi, I guess I'm gonna have to kill you. Like, I'm guessing this is gonna be it. I'm guessing this is gonna have to be it, bro. So, it's sad to see them kind of basically say goodbye. Shout out to Yuji, kind of like, he tried to get Sukuna mercy, bro, but Sukuna getting big mad. Nigga Yuji really just pisses Sukuna off, bro. He really just pisses this dude off, bro. Let's see. Got caught up in the assignment coding, despite having set a reminder. Glad I'm catching the last bit at least. End of the chapter shows that the claws Yuji had was a cursed tool. It's for a reason. You'll see in the next chapter. Okay, so it was a cursed tool. So the claws are a cursed tool, basically. And Yuji's missing a finger we didn't know about. What? Since I most of this, any changes on your Yuji's feelings? Not at all. Not a single one. I think it's dope. I think he's cooking. I think his usefulness to fighting has shown to be great. For me, it's too little too late. Things like this I need to happen a little bit sooner. Trying to get me to connect with him in the, like, really showing Yuji's best character moments in the very end. It's good stuff, but I needed more of those moments to build up to this. But that's where I think the series needs to slow down. I understand why you think Yuji's dope and how Yuji has gone about this fight with Sukuna really well and interestingly. But I just, respectfully, there are just too many better written shonen protagonists, in my opinion. There are just so many other better written shonen protagonists that doesn't necessarily make Yuji that original to me. Whether it be the self-sacrificial aspect, whether it be the Tokuno Jutsu aspect, I don't know. That's just me. I love how Yuji's domain is still incomplete, but it's still giving Sukuna problems to the point that he had no choice to use Gojo's burnt out technique to get his shrine back. Let's see, he lost one of Sukuna's, ripped it off to transfer to Fushiguro, and then there's one missing randomly. And then I totally agree with your take on Yuji. You are literally me. I cannot... Listen, bro, I feel how I feel, Ken, but I cannot help but respect the hate. It really is a taste thing. I've loved Yuji from the jump. Yeah, if you love Yuji from the jump, then you were sold, my G. You were sold, and there's nothing I can tell you to change your mind, nor am I trying to change your mind. But, bro, like, I don't know if you could if you've read at least or watched at least 15 to 20 anime, I do not see, and good quality anime, I do not see how you can put Yuji, and I'm not even saying you have, I don't really know where you put Yuji in a ranking, but I don't see how you can put Yuji in a top 10, let alone a top 20 protagonist in the anime or manga series. I just don't see how. I'm not saying he's not well written. I just think I've seen better, and Yuta has shown to be who I would have preferred to be the main character. That's all. It's not hate. It's just my taste. But more power to you, Canva. Solid chapter, though. The squabbling is squabbling. Things are happening. I see now that Yuji's missing a finger. And I see now that he was using a cursed tool this whole time. Wasn't exactly sure what was happening. But looking forward to seeing what happens from here. Domain expansion's on deck. Yuji's fingers are now exposed. Bro is missing 2 whole fingers, bro. 2 whole fingers right here. That's nuts. So, I'll give this chapter 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 here. So, let's get into chapter 267, y'all. Let me make my time markers real quick. So, chapter 267, let's get to it. Yuji and Sukuna scrapping. Scrap-a-dapping. Scrap-a-dap-a-doo. Oh, look at the little Shiba. Look at the Shiba. Look at the squad. The decisive battle in the uninhabited demon-infested Shinjuku. Part 38. Yuji, Gojo, Nobara, and Megumin. Let's see. Zappary said, my complaint with JJK is that there's too many of the cast that feels less like characters and more like plot devices with traits and backstories. That's an interesting way of putting that. That's actually every single... yeah, that's... I don't want to sound like I'm just regurgitating exactly what you said. I'm trying to say put it in a different way of how I'm kind of understanding what you're saying. Like, instead of the characters feeling like really alive characters, like characters that got time to breathe and you get to know, you kind of get thrown a character. Gege immediately gives them a purpose, and then he takes them off screen. So he gives them a backstory real quick. He makes them do something hype, and then he immediately takes them off screen. And you don't really have time to get to know and spend time with the characters. Now, granted, Jujutsu Kaisen is not that long compared to a My Hero, compared to a Bleach, compared to a Kingdom, compared to a One Piece, compared to a Naruto. It is long, but it's not the longest series out there. So having that amount of time and how Gege moves so fast paced, that really does come with it. Like, this is a series where, yeah, some filler was needed, my guy. Some filler was needed. And I'm not saying the filler was needed at the cost of Gege's health. More so, I just think it would have gave time for me to feel. I would love to feel how you feel, Canva, about Yuji. Like, I don't want to hate. I never want to hate something, right? Listen, I don't partake in Boruto because I just don't feel like being disappointed, because I have been disappointed. And I want to like Boruto. I want to love the series so bad as a Naruto stan. Your boy has a fucking Sharingan tattooed here, even though I do so much One Piece content. I'm originally a Naruto fan. And does it disappoint me? Sure. I don't want to hate it, and I don't want to hate on the characters in this series. I just wish it just took its time a little bit slower, just a little bit slower. Definitely not challenging on changing your view, but now I'm curious to know the Shonen 10 you'd put before him. Respectfully, don't get mad at me. Oof, am I about to say some blasphemous shit? I do think Deku is better written than Yuji. Do I think the execution of My Hero Academia is better? No. But I do think Yuji is better. Deku is better written. I could be wilding. I could be getting a bunch of L takes. But fuck it. I'm going to die on it. How dare I say that during the Jujutsu Kaisen stream? I'm just saying. Yo, my man, what's happening in this chapter, bro? Well, we just got to chapter 267. So we don't know what's happening yet. But we are on 267. Right now, Yuji and Sukuna are going crazy. Yes, definitely Deku is better than Yuji. I agree. L take. Here we go. Here we go. I said it, and I am okay with getting flamed. I am okay with getting flamed. If you want to flame me, go for it. Listen, I don't even love my hero that much, so you can change my mind. I am open to being challenged on that thought, and my mind to be changed. Not even as a threat. I can be swayed. My opinion can be swayed. L take honestly. Oh, here we go. You want me to give you Sukuna's last finger? We boxing. No! These niggas is about to jumps and Kaisen me. Koto and Gojo take on Switch training. I do. You're hiding it somewhere, aren't you? If we feed Tarika-chan, I can copy Sukuna's shrine. Even if we swap bodies like this, I can't read your memories. Hard pass. Could you take this a little more seriously? I'm as serious as they come. Sure, that will meet the conditions of your technique. That's a 20th of Sukuna after all. But if your goal is to analyze Shrine and its techniques, that won't be enough. That's true. If I didn't have Inumaki-kun to help me with cursed speech, there's tons I wouldn't have known. What? It can work through the phone? Samon. I don't think it's a good idea to lose our connection to Sukuna here. Hupsa Daisy. Let me put it how Hikari would. We'll take a gamble. The fever, or something like that. Here's what you ought to do if you want to copy Shrine. In order to copy a cursed technique, I have to have Rika-chan ingest a portion of the target's body. The requirement body part and amount depends on what I'm trying to copy and how many times I can use it. Meaning that the stronger the technique, the more potentially lethal body part is required. Even if she doesn't ingest a lethal portion of the target's body, I can meet the conditions by entering a binding vow, limiting the amount of uses of the technique. By the way, when you say my opinion in regards to other protagonists, am I forced to only say shonen only? Like, am I forced to say shonen only? Or am I allowed to just say other anime and manga? Always wanted to read My Hero Academia. Is it worth it? No. Respectfully, no. Respectfully, no. It's a taste thing, so I ain't mad at it. The takes. It's the same way Eni's Lobby barely makes my top 10, and Skypiea is top 5 at worst, and Wano top 1. My hero dislike is fidgeting though. Yo, honestly, Canva, you are saying some hot takes right now. To be honest though, my top 4 is Yuta, Gojo, Megami, Geto, with Itadori in my top 5. But I definitely think Itadori is better written than Deku. Okay. I could list out the reasons to me personally, but it'd be a lot of yap. Listen, man, it's a chat. I'm okay with the yap. No, your take on Deku is right to me. Deku and Yuji both have amazing character development, but at the same time, different character development, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's a different process of it, because Deku and Yuji both have a similar self-sacrificial, risking their body all the time. And Deku has such an interesting way of it going about it, and we got to see that kind of happen over time. And Horikoshi was so close to, I think, sticking the landing when Deku decided he wanted to be Batman. And then that happening so quickly and wrapping up so quickly, and him just needing his friends to be like, come back, Deku. That blew mine. It was at that moment I finally gave up on Deku as a character. It was that moment when they gave Deku all the powers out of nowhere where I said, Horikoshi, you fucking lost me, my guy. You had me for so long and you fucking lost me. Whereas, like, I feel like Gege is taking too long to show me this shit and waiting till the last 10 chapters of Jujutsu Kaisen to give Yuji a lot of character development. Let's see. Whew. To be honest, Yuji is one of those main characters you either love so much or feel indifferent towards. Like, I don't hate the dude. I'm just indifferent. It's so easy to feel indifferent to Yuji TBH. The other characters feel like they got all things that you look forward to seeing next episode. Yuji has hands. I just personally think Deku became stagnant after the whole Batman thing. He just becomes a shell of himself. Same exactly for me. Yup, 100%. Well, listen, I'm not a stan for any character really. I can be like totally critical of some of my favorite characters in anime and manga or anything, any medium. Because everything has flaws, and that's okay. Let's see. Let me get back to reading. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Even if she doesn't ingest a lethal portion of the target's body, I can meet the conditions by entering a binding vow, limiting the amount of uses of the technique. What if they can use reverse curse technique? Like if you took Gojo Sensei's arm to copy Limitless. Youch! Fit as a fiddle. Copy complete. Then he can just restore it. That way, you could at least copy Gojo Sensei and Hikari Senpai's techniques. They feel a little pinch, but you gotta do what you gotta do. That's a no-go. Oh? The instant a consumed body part regenerates, its value within my technique becomes 0 and ceases to meet copy's requirements. Inamaki-kun and Kurusu-san's arms can't be healed with modern medicine or our reverse curse techniques, so they let me use them. Charles, temporarily without a rib. You better be able to heal it back for me later. Later, for sure. Are you sure about this? You heard what Todo-kun said early. You heard what Todo-kun said about their resonance, did you not? I did. That's why we'll only try this immediately before we fight Sukuna. I'll judge what the minimum necessary information is and tell Itadori-kun. You can never be too careful, but even if Itadori-kun and Sukuna's resonance can detect big physical changes, he shouldn't be able to tell what Itadori-kun is thinking, nor what information he has. Your reasoning? Itadori-kun can't read Sukuna's thoughts. Huh? How self-assured of you. If everything is in disarray after Gojo Sensei's fight Sukuna, I don't think we'll be found out. But, more than anything, I don't want to make Itadori-kun lose his composure right before a fight. Itadori-kun, even if you can't use it right now, Sukuna's curse technique is already etched into your body. Gojo Sensei confirmed it with the 6 eyes. So, aw shit, the brat's fingers. He's missing 2 of them. I only removed his little finger when I moved to Fushiguro Megamine, but it doesn't look like a fresh wound. You weren't able to retrieve your final finger, were you? Was that a bluff? He didn't use my finger to copy Shrine. He used the brat's. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Strictly shonen. He deserves a fighting chance at least. As for the OP takes, I ain't stutter. I came from a British colony, freedom only in 94, so Skypiea moves me to my core. Oh, no, I'm not saying... Bro, I love Skypiea, actually. I think Skypiea and Enel gets too much hate. I'm an Enel fanboy. I played a One Piece card game, and I currently run Enel as my leader. Skypiea got some good fucking messages, and it has good old-fashioned straw hats dicking around, which I'm a big fan of. Zabari, we apparently get along with Yuji now. Illyrian, hi there. Most recent chapter, bros caught up. Well, we're on 267. We're going to read 268 after this, obviously, and then we'll be caught up. Let's see. He used the brats. That means Yuji can use the shit. The special grade curse object. Sukuna's finger. A sorcerer is a con man. Never forget. Never forget. You never know. You never know. Make you think one thing so that you can assume the other. The special grade curse object, Sukuna's fingers. It can withstand any attack, be it with Jujutsu or with force. But, can it negate a curse technique? It's a binding vow. If we stop trying to destroy it and focus only on allowing a curse technique to pass through, then maybe. But there's something else I'm more worried about. It hasn't even been half an hour since she's woken up. Let's see some smiles, boys. There goes Nobara. There goes Nobara. I was spoiled on this as well. I was spoiled on this. Don't know how I feel about it. I can't even fake it. I can't even fake the hype, bro. I can't even fake the hype. I knew exactly the exact chapter number because this happened while I was streaming. But it's nice to see her back. Wish she didn't have to get sidelined for 140 chapters? 140 chapters? 150 chapters? I love this for the Nobara fans. I always liked the character. I just wish, goddamn. Bro, Keith, I told you I got cooked, son. That's why I'm binging. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Wano reads like a love letter Oda wrote to his heritage. Also feels and reads like some of the traditional folklore I grew up on. Most of the hate Wano hate I see online is due to headcanon and expectations people set for themselves and not Oda. Yeah, I think Wano's biggest issue is obviously it just feels it's a little difficult for some people to connect with the samurai in One Piece. And Wano is so not about the Straw Hats. And I can understand why somebody would not enjoy that storyline. But I grew to care about Wano as a country, but I could see why somebody would be like, I don't care about these people, so I don't care. Like, I wouldn't be mad at them. Especially because, like, you know, pre-time skip, you get so used to things being about the Straw Hats, but post-time skip, it's really about the rest of the world and not just the Straw Hats. So I can see people's criticism there. Special Panda, my queen has returned. I always believed our glorious queen would return. I love this for y'all. Broken Envy's bro keeps catching all the spoilers. Listen, at least I'm being honest with you guys every time. Every time the moment comes when I'm like, I know this already, people caught up still get spoiled unless you stay up for the leaks. And I'm not doing that to me, bro. I don't even I do not keep up with leak culture. All right, Nobara, do your thing. Resonance. Woo! He's cooked. It's that girl. This is bad. My technique. I can't open my domain. The brat sure hit effect is gonna land at this rate. Oh, this nigga's about to use Malevolent Shrine. How's that for op, you damn idiot? Whoo! Yuji's ready, boy. Dismantle. Oh, shit. Sukuna is about to be cooked. Sweet. Look. This isn't over. Sweet. You think you can flay me with this superficial domain? You haven't even been using reverse curse technique to heal your wounds. You surpassed your limit long ago. And the vast amount of curse energy you've expanded with this domain, you're the one on the ropes, you goddamn brat. Yo, Sukuna is losing his composure. Sukuna is losing his composure, y'all. He's getting mad. He's getting mad. This is where I got my complaint from earlier. She just so happened to wake up an hour ago. Right? I'm not even processing the fact that she just woke up an hour ago, guys. The Nova return is probably the one time I felt disappointed by Gege's writing. Last OP take on my part for now. Post-time skip over pre-time skip. Yo, bro is cooking over here. I don't know if what he's cooking is good, but he's cooking something. He's cooking something. I think the issue with Nobara, I don't know. I think the issue with Nobara is due to the belief that they have about Sukuna and Yuji. They had to make sure Yuji assumed she was dead, so Sukuna wouldn't try to prepare for this, and we follow Yuji. Yeah, makes sense. I get it. You're the ones in the ropes, you goddamn brat. Bro is cooking, son. A double impact after a time lag. Sukuna, it's time we end this cycle of curses. Aw, shit. Yuji hit the black flash. John Kenpon. Toma. Ringing the bell on a long fight. And that's the end of chapter 267. Nobara is back, ladies and gentlemen. I knew already, but I don't know. I don't know. We are entering the climax. This art right here of Yuji fucking pounding Mo in the chest like that, right through the heart. The fact that Yuji and Nobara essentially have to kill Megami, it's poetic. Poetic indeed. Let's see. Let me read your thoughts before I give you my final thoughts on this chapter. Let's see. We also don't know how long this fight is, so it's hard to determine how long ago an hour was. I have complaints how he handled Nobara, but I think his writing would have been worse if the series just ended without properly addressing her death explicitly. I don't think so. I completely disagree. I think that he could have moved on and we could have just thought that she was dead, and I would not have cared less. I respectfully. They mention her in 222. I mean, yeah, a mention is one thing, but having somebody out the series for 150 chapters, 130 chapters or so, just to like plop them in, doesn't really sit right with me. I mean, but Gege has been doing this all Sukuna fight. They've been throwing the kitchen sink, the dishwasher, and everything at this nigga Sukuna. So I it's fine. I don't hate it. It's more like I'm indifferent. JJK hate reached next level with this chapter. Golly. Or rather how he wrote the return. I don't mind her return, but I wish they had been breadcrumbs, even if she was referenced implicitly. Even if through a mention her we didn't know about. Toad's return was similar, but I think that was less foreshadowed and worse in never bringing him up till his return. Yeah, if we got a few more hints, it'd be fine with this. But we just got one statement in Shibuya. Well, that someone was still out. And if she came back after the fight, I'd be happy with that as well. Yeah, I didn't necessarily need Nobara to be useful in this fight. If she ended up just being alive all along, I would have been fine. But this, I'm indifferent. I think it's another solid chapter. I think Nobara's delivery and like how just her cockiness, I always appreciate. How does Gege's writing compare to Araki's in your opinion? Oh no, you are trying to get me. Ellie, you are trying to get me clapped right now. I think Araki is a way better writer than Gege. I think that Gege is great with his power system. I think that Gege is great at showing his fights in regards to the motion of them. But in regards to writing a story and writing a narrative, like Steel Ball Run is what, 100 chapters? Steel Ball Run alone clears JJK. Gyro Zeppeli and Johnny Joestar clears Yuji alone. So, let's see. Her character arc was pretty made for using resonance on the finger, and they mentioned resonance a lot after Toto's backs. I think there were breadcrumbs. Okay. Gotta also look at how she isn't a frontline fighter. If she was on the front line, she'd die instantly. So she couldn't do anything for CG, and up until now, Sukuna would still be able would still be too strong to do too much. Not gonna lie, Araki does ass pulls better than Araki. I mean, Araki does ass pulls better than Araki. Honestly, that is kind of true. Araki does do ass pulls better than Araki. So I don't even think you should have corrected yourself. Araki clears writing with parts 6 through 9 so far, easily. Nothing beats the JoJo stands as a power system. It's just so creative. I agree. Araki is better. Araki cooks, bro. And listen, maybe I'm a JoJo stan, right? I got my JoJo poster behind me, but I'm also like, I love JoJo, so now I agree. Gege isn't the best author, but this is also his first serialized manga, and it's one of the biggest in the world in the modern era. Yeah, I give JJK his flowers. Sometimes, you know what it is for me? Where I feel like I have to be unnecessarily critical on JJK, and that's how I felt before I started reading. I'm eased up a little bit more now that I've binged it, and I kind of see what everybody else means. But I kind of felt like Jujutsu Kaisen as a series gets too much praise for, I think, not being the best written story, but because it's so cool. Like, it's so cool that you can't really refute its hype. And that's really what I feel like I'm usually battling up against. People's love for the series, for the hype of it all, rather than for the meat and potatoes of it all. It's the same way I feel about Demon Slayer and its animation. Like, Demon Slayer's story is okay. Let's not act like the animation is not so incredible that it's carrying into making people feel like it's just super unique. So it is what it is. Let's see. Now I agree. Gege isn't the best. I recently caught up to Kingdom. I'm a big One Piece fan, but bias aside, would you recommend JoJo? If so, anime or manga? I recommend watching the anime of JoJo's up until Steel Ball Run. So everything anime you should watch, because I do feel like David Production does a great job, and kind of hearing those songs and hearing all that stuff, it really enhances the JoJo experience and the JoJo memes. And honestly, back when we had JoJo Fridays, we were eating good, y'all. We were eating good. Jujutsu Kaisen has some better symbology and depth through that. I don't know about that. I don't know. JoJo gets a lot better part by part. You either like JoJo or you don't, though. Oh, no, I'm never... Here's one thing. You are right. You either love JoJo's or you don't. There is no in-between. There really is no in-between. Because if you just think JoJo's is aight, then you won't get far. You will not get far. So, yeah, honestly, join the chapter. I love what Noburo did here. Yuji's cooking. I can tell we're entering the climax. I'm sorry I'm yapping so much in between chapters, but I'm just savoring this moment. This is our last binging stream. So I'll give chapter 267 a 7 out of 10. Let's get into chapter 268. Let me make my time markers real quick. So, this is it, y'all. Chapter 268, the most recent, the current chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen. We are here. Unless you tell me how this chapter ends, after this, I mean, I can still get spoiled by leaks, but hopefully I cannot be spoiled on JJK moving forward until September 30th, right? I want to thank every single person that has come through for these streams, that have watched them after the fact. All of y'all that have sat here, y'all sitting here for damn near 3 hours with me for this final stream. So I really appreciate y'all for chopping it up with me with Jujutsu Kaisen, reading along with me, exchanging ideas with me, challenging my opinions, teaching me about the series, teaching me about the lore, making me catch details that I wouldn't have caught, making me remember characters' names that I forgot, joking along with me, watching me fight a fly this whole fucking stream that I can't find, but I know I didn't kill it. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all have made this binge really, really something special. I've done so many binge streams on this channel. I've done JoJo streams binging. I've done Berserk streams binging. I did a little bit of My Hero binging. I do One Piece streams weekly. And you guys, you Jujutsu Kaisen fans as a whole, do I think it's a sect that's a little too crazy about this series? No. Yes. I said no. Yes. But everybody who showed love through this has shown me that you guys really do love and appreciate this series a lot, which in turn makes me give so much respect to you guys as fans. There's things that you guys know and are able to comprehend for a series that you haven't even, that's not even that long, that doesn't give you so much world building, but what you guys take with the series and how you process it and how you understand it has been nothing but incredible. The love and the friendliness you guys have shown me through the chat, through these streams, has been greatly appreciated. I hope my opinions on the series doesn't, draw you away in regards to hearing me speak. I know that we're all allowed to have different opinions. But I have enjoyed this. I do think Jujutsu Kaisen is a good series. I do think the series deserves praise. I do not think it deserves the high amount of glaze that it gets. But how can I tell people to not glaze a series that glazes Sukuna the way it does? Can't even be mad at it. So thank you guys again for coming through. Thank you guys again for joining me on this journey to come to chapter 268. Make sure you guys subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on everything here. I will be streaming as they come out, the final 3 chapters. So I know there's a break week, I believe, this week. So obviously that won't be this weekend or Friday or whatever. But When chapter 269 comes out, yes, I will be streaming that as soon as it drops, just like I do One Piece, just like I do JoJo's, just like I do Berserk. So don't worry, I won't be gone. I won't be gone long. Let's see. Let me read a couple of your comments before we get to the final chapter, y'all. Let's see. I think a lot of the issues are due to how short the series is, but a lot of people compare like One Piece or JoJo's as they haven't been writing since like 1980 or whatever. LOL. I can understand that, but you gotta also. I think what comes with it is that because JoJo's is segmented into parts, it's not impossible to do it in that amount of time. You know what I mean? I'm a big fantasy nerd. I view OP as an epic fantasy and not shonen, and so I value fantasy tropes before the shonen ones. With that saying, JJK scratches my hype meter / itch, more so because of the anime. 100% can see that. Special Panda 268 got so much hate, but I truly think it's in my top 5 chapters of the series. Wow. Wow there. Watch all the JoJo anime, you say. Any sections you recommend the chapter for? I think the anime just consistently is better. I think what it is that by time it takes until Steel Ball Run, not until Steel Ball Run, but Steel Ball Run, which is the only part that's not animated yet. Well, just for the first parts that's not animated yet. The anime continues to enhance the manga experience, so you'll be able to understand the powers and understand what chaos is ensuing in JoJo's a lot better. Please start Kagurabachi, stream it even. It is good. I actually am thinking of doing Kagurabachi next, just because I want something I can kind of do for the long haul. The reason why I did JJK and My Hero was because I wanted to at least be part of, it ending. I didn't want to miss out on that experience with everybody else, so I figured let me stream it. Kagurabachi might be next. I want to say Dan to Dan, but I want to watch season 1 of the anime first for Dan to Dan, while I've already actually read a year ago the first 3 chapters and streamed of Kagurabachi. So that may be the next series I do. Your experience with the series could have been much crazier when Lobotomy Kaiser was a thing. I definitely think if I wasn't spoiled, I would have enjoyed so much more of the hype moments better. And that's one thing I will say. There's not a lot of series where I feel like a spoiler and knowing what happens or like a death. Oh my God, I killed it. Nigga. I killed it. Oh, let's go. That's gross though. Gotta go wash my hand. I forgot everything I was saying. I forgot everything I said, bro. What was I even talking about? Let's see. Honestly, if I enjoy a story, it could be up there with greatly written stories in my book. Like, I love Demon Slayer and enjoy as much as My Hero Academia. Interesting. Also, have I read Chainsaw Man? No, I haven't, but I do think I'm probably gonna stay anime only for Chainsaw Man. Most manga readers are a lot more critical of the series than the general fan base of the end. Oh, there's a second one. There's 2. Oh, I called a second one. Nah, I killed 2. First of all, the fact that there was 2. Now I gotta wash my hand again. Oh my God. All right, Black Flash out here, boy. Your boy got Black Flash. I'm cooking. Let's see. Most manga readers are a lot more critical of the series than the general fan base from the anime. Makes sense. At the same time, people are always more ready to start shorter mangas. Special Pay, let's go. Training arc paid out. Bro pulled the win at the 11th hour. This is truly our Jujutsu. Yo, these niggas is cooking. Y'all niggas is too funny, son. This truly was our Jujutsu Kaisen. Y'all are so fucking nuts. All that being said, thank you guys again. I appreciate all this. We can see his training arc. It's time for a new flashback. Chill. He said run it back. Let's finally do this, y'all. Chapter 268. The final chapter of the binge stream. Let's get into it. Sukuna's all mouth inside Fushigiro's soul. Just how do you think you'll be able to go on? Chapter 268, finale. You had your body stolen by me. You murdered your own sister. You turned away the hands reaching out to you. Oh, right. The brat you've saved even ended up slaughtering thousands. Give it up. You can't live a proper life anymore. Just relax and leave it all to me. This nigga is talking shit. This nigga, Sukuna is desperate. Why do you sound so desperate? He's desperate. Is it because there was only one left? Only one more of your fingers? There's a special way to turn yourself into a cursed object, which means that if Itadori takes no care in tearing you from me here, you'll die. Plus, that resonance isn't all good news for you. If these 19 fingers disappear, that lone finger won't have enough pull to connect your soul to it. Even something like you fears death. From the very start, I never intended to live a proper life. Sounds obvious, but there's tons more people in this world than just me. Just once more, I think I want to try living for someone else. There we go. Toma. Did he get him out of Megumi's body? Aw, shit. Ugh. Megumi's back to normal. Splatter. Is that Sukuna? Did he separate the two? Wait a minute. Chapter 236 and 265 are arguably the best JJK chapters. Did he separate this nigga? Look at this nigga. Look at him. Oh my God. The look down. Nah, Yuji looking cold right now. Nigga looking down at that nigga like, well. What's it gonna be? Sukuna. Release Fushiguro. Return to my body once more and I'll spare your life. Sukuna. You are me. What is Yuji doing? We're born into this world, unconsciously shouldering curses. What sort of monster you turn to is entirely decided by your luck. And I had my gramps. Sukuna, let's try it one more time. Living not by cursing someone, but by existing alongside them. What is Yuji doing? Yuji, are you Kill this nigga! Kill this nigga! What? Living not by cursing someone, but by existing alongside them. Sukuna, if you don't continue to talk shit, even if no one else will accept you, I'll live with you. I'm impressed you take this far so far. Itadori Yuji. Don't underestimate me. I'm a curse. It's finished. Yup. Looks like it's all over. Wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute. So we didn't even get to see these niggas fight? All we did was cut to them. Oh, I guess they're done. Oh, I guess that's happening. You didn't show Hikari do shit. Nah, nigga. Yup, look like it's all over. What are you gonna do? Like I said, it's finished. There's nothing more to do. The only possible cause of Master Sukuna's defeat would be his incarnated form. You plebeians had no strength. Luck was just on your side. Well, it is Hikari, bro. It is Hikari. You narrowly escaped death by simply being born 1,000 years too late. Luck was on my side, huh? That's the highest praise a guy like me can get. I suppose you're right. This is some fucking bullshit. I guess it would just be at a stalemate, though. I guess. I'm fine with this off screen, to be honest. Hikari wasn't supposed to beat them. Just hold them back since no one else could. Sukuna died and actually said Yuji's name instead of calling him Brat. He gave him some respect. Oh, really? Let me go back to that. I get it. I'm okay with it being off screen. I think because I like Hikari, I wish I would have saw it. Let's see. I'm impressed you take this far so far. Itadori Yuji. Yeah, he did say his name. He recognized him instead of calling him Brat. Fushiguro woke it up. What are you guys doing? What are these niggas doing? Yo, thank God Yuji just let this nigga die. I would have liked to see Hikari fight more, though. Yeah, I get it. Maybe Gege wasn't trying to draw all that jackpot shit, because that shit seemed like more mad work to draw. That's just like mad work to draw, bro. Trying to pull a Kugisaki Liz prank. Oh, my bad. So, guys, you all thought the biggest piece of eye candy in class was 6 feet under, yet she's alive and kicking. You're not going to piss yourself shocked or cry tears of joy? Psh. I cried a bit when you landed that resonance. I wasn't really surprised or anything since I found out while I was inside Sukuna. There really are only 3 of us. I guess you really gotta be there in person for things like this, huh? Alrighty. Well, all of us are here, so I guess it's time we open these. Iiri-san gave them to me. They're letters from Gojo-sensei. Letters? Urame is literally really the ultimate glazer. Top 5 glazer in the game, just saying a name. Letters. This will be a trip. I can't even imagine the kind of shit he'd write. Yuck. That's pretty harsh. There's only 2. Nobara, Megami. Yeah, there's nothing for me. I got to talk to him directly. All right, let's get this over with. What'd he say? This isn't a letter. It's just info on where my mom is and what she's doing. Huh? You want to know? Not even a little bit. Love Nobara. She's so funny. She froze herself into dust after Sukuna lost. Glazed and pieced out. Glazed and pieced out is crazy. Still, guess I gotta give him credit for finding that chick. Have you been promoted to special grade? He's laughing. Fushiguro's laughing. Now I'm interested. Can I see? Come on, let me see. It's pretty similar to what he wrote in yours, Kugisaki. Huh? This is a major downer. Why were you laughing at this? Was it him telling him who his dad is? He's probably telling him Toji's his dad. It's all good. If you say so. Unfortunately, your daddy's dead and buried because I killed the dude. Sorry. This nigga Gojo is a fucking ass. He's an ass, bro. I thought he was going to tell him who his dad is. He said, I killed your daddy. I killed your daddy. I killed your daddy. Yo, finally seeing this nigga smile. Thank God, bro. He needed this shit. They're giving him the Junpei smile at the end of season 1. Gojo's a madman, bro. I wish Gege had shown the fight sporadically throughout. I didn't expect a victor since they were each other's matchup nightmare, but hearing more of their humanity convo would have been great. OD. Oh yeah, Megami has scars that mimic Sukuna's eyes and face protrusion. Ah, look at that. I can't believe we haven't seen the merger. Well, still 3 chapters left, I guess, but unlikely. Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, Gojo's insane. Oh, nah, Gojo's a whole troll, even in death. OD. Nah, he really doesn't say who his dad is. Just that he's dead, so he doesn't know who he fought in Shibuya. That's crazy, bro. Gojo's a troll, bro. Oh, shoot. We gotta hurry to Maki-san and the others. You're coming too, Fushiguro. They said everyone's gotta come. All right. I have to apologize to everyone and thank them. This has nothing to do with that. Huh? It's about Kotsu Senpai. We've gotta save him. What? Yuta, you son of a bitch. Is that what saving his life sounds like? Is Okotsu alright? Only 3 chapters remain. Break next week. What the fuck is happening? And that's the end of the chapter. Wow. Wow. Wow, y'all. I can't believe it. Oh, I can't believe it. We did it, y'all. We have finally finished binging Jujutsu Kaisen. I am now caught up, and I now get to experience a break week. I can't believe. Urame is mostly a mid to long range fighter who freezes and breaks fighters. Hikari auto regens. Gege should have just made use of that. Merger never gonna happen. In order for it to do so, all culminating claims have to die, which is almost our whole cast. I don't dislike this chapter as much as the last one, and we're finally caught up, y'all. What a journey. What a journey it has been. We are fine. Oh my god, I did it. Woo, 3 hours. This is the longest stream I've ever done in my fucking life. And honestly, I had fun the whole time. I don't think this chapter was bad. It wrapped up the Gojo and Sukuna. It wrapped up Yuji and Sukuna. It ended how it just had to end. I'm not mad that Yuji's domain expansion wasn't necessarily like a whole attack or some shit. I still don't necessarily get it, but that's what YouTube videos are for. That's what YouTube videos are for. So I can now watch whatever YouTube video I want, breaking down the power system, breaking down theories, breaking down everything, because everything I don't get, now I can just freely watch anything. So, guys, let me know some of your favorite Jujutsu Kaisen creators that I should follow on YouTube so that I could learn more about the series. I think that, the conversation of watching these 3, like, I love when these 3 are on screen together. I just hated that the series kept them apart from each other so long, for so often. Like, I think they have great chemistry. So seeing them back together was a nice thing to see. Seeing that Gojo gave Nobara basically unnecessary information and basically trolled the fuck out of Megami is actually hilarious. Seeing, like, I don't know what this Okotsu thing is going to happen, because technically he's still in Gojo's body. So I'm not sure if they trying to put Okotsu back into his original body. I don't know. Let's see. Congrats on making it to the end. Thank you so much. R.I.P. the King of Curses. You stood on business big time. Yo, honestly, respect to that man. Because he always said, fuck them kids. I don't give a fuck repeatedly through. It was really fun to reread JJK while watching reactions. Going to do the same with Berserk. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys ever want to get through Berserk, I definitely have a Berserk playlist on here. I have a JoJo's playlist for Steel Ball Run, as well as JoJolian and JoJo Lands currently going on. So if you guys want to check that out, Canva, it's midnight this side. Let me bounce. Glad I caught a bit of the stream. I'll check the VOD tomorrow. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. I never thought we would have seen them together again. Did not see it coming. I thought Nobara was cooked. I recommend You Can't Understand Ryumen Sukuna by Radman for a character analysis. Got it. I'll be sure to check that out. Thank you again for giving me that recommendation. Gege has said years ago that out of Nobara, Yuji, Megami, and Gojo, either one would die while the rest live, or one would live while the rest die. I believed Yuji would end the series alone, at least until Nobara came back. Honestly, given how Gege has terrorized you guys throughout this whole series, I would not have been surprised if that had been the outcome. Yuji's domain is like any other domain, while the soul dismantle as a sure hit. Manga Menace is great if you want JJK breakdowns. Plus, he doesn't headcanon references actual manga dialogues as statements. Yeah, that's super helpful, actually. So, overall, I actually enjoyed this chapter a lot. I love character moments. I love to see characters speak together. I think I had enough of watching Sukuna get beat down. I love that Sukuna stood on business. I like to see him kind of just like looked as feeble as Mahito, but he did not bitch out like Mahito did. Not hitting the like the Mahito shit. At least he didn't do that. I can give the chapter I can give it a 9 out of 10. Honestly, I'm okay with not seeing this Hain era flashback. It is what it is. I feel like I know about enough details, and it's not like let's not act like Gege has created a whole new world in itself. He still used the backdrop of our real life world with throwing curses in it. So I don't really necessarily need to see the Hain era flashback. The merger is kind of the worst case scenario. You don't really want to see that. You kind of just, I feel like you're kind of looking for the worst ending possible by seeing the merger. But that's just my thoughts in my head. Yeah, I think this chapter is about an 8 out of 10, maybe a 9 out of 10. I could be reconvinced. Obviously, now I just gotta wait till next chapter. So the next Jujutsu Kaisen chapter stream will be when the next chapter comes out. Thank you guys again for coming through this stream. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like, leave a comment. Jujutsu Kaisen, I think is a great series. I think when it's all said and done, I think I'll probably see it as overall a 7 out of 10 series, which I still think is good. So, while the Sukuna Gauntlet was happening, everyone complained it was too dragged out. As it got told it was ending, everyone is now saying the fight got rushed. That seems ass backward. I do think the fight was long. I don't want to say dragged out, but I think because the fact that every character had to get thrown at Sukuna, and you got to see Sukuna have to deal with so many different fighting styles, made it a lot more digestible. Now, if it was doing like the One Piece approach, which would suck, where you just have Luffy banging his fucking head and just throwing bigger punches at Kaido for damn near 40 to 50 chapters, I could see where those complaints would be valid. While the Sukuna, let's see, Broken Ronin is good too. A guy with pencil and no operator. Got it. Cool. Thank you guys for sharing me your recommendations. So, this is it, y'all. We're going to end the stream here. I had a good one. It's been a long one. Pause. I killed 2 flies. So, basically, I know how to use Black Flash. So, don't fuck with me. All right? Make sure you subscribe. Notification. Leave a like. Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Check out Moon Piece Podcast if you want to see me talk more anime, manga, all things in between. Have my ideas challenged on camera, live. And we'll also be doing Jujutsu Kaisen read-throughs on my podcast channel with my co-host while having some other guests. Hopefully, we never know who we'll have there. So, on that note,